message of importance to millions of people who are continually pale and washed out, weak and run down. Doctors will tell you that these conditions are often caused by a deficiency of iron. The iron you need to keep you physically fit and mentally alert. Medical studies show that 2 out of 3 women and many, many men lack the daily iron your body requires in a form your body can easily use and put to work. Every dose gives you more than your daily minimum iron requirement.
We are awake, we are awake, we are not alone. We are striving for more.
So if you're not getting the iron your body needs,
we are awake, we are not alone.
if you feel weak, run down, and are easily upset,
We are striving for more.
start taking iron today.
It's Friday, my dudes.
Thank God it's Friday.
And a TGIF to you all. Happy Friday. Happy end of December. Happy new month. Eve. This is Havenosphere right here in the Iron Man Media YouTube channel. My name is Josh Corey, and we have got absolutely nothing planned for you, as that is sort of my general speed. It's been kind of a wonky week. I had to put my mom in a nursing home recently, so it's just kind of thrown me off a little bit. But what has thrown me back on, if only just a little bit, is the presence of my good friend, Mr. Walter Johnson. Walt, how are you doing?
Hello, Josh. It's good to hear you, brother. I had a blast hanging out again this morning. I miss y'all like you don't even know when I'm not around. It's incredibly, it's pretty insane how important you people are to me. It's almost like we're family. Uh-oh, if I start typing weird, it's my cat on the keyboard again. Come on, baby, get out. Every time I start talking, I think she gets excited and hops up here. So she's like, what are you doing? She says hey to everybody. But yeah, definitely been missing y'all. I need my family. Between the holidays and me not really being able to talk well, I'm healing up a little bit, as you can probably hear. It's getting a little better. But yeah, still a good month of stuff ahead of me. And then hopefully I'll get back to some normalcy. But we'll have to see. Oh, yeah, the cats are hearing me talking. So here comes the other one. So now I've got 2 in my lap. But it is great to be back. It's good to see you people there in chat. I've been trying to type to y'all. So between me and Rizzo, we will say some stuff in a minute. But there are other fine, flat folks here. So let's say hey to them.
There are. Let's talk to somebody who I don't get to speak to nearly as often as I'd like, but at least once a week. So that makes me happy enough. Let's say hello to Mrs. Cammie Nodell. You might know her from her little channel here on YouTube, Aisling717. Cammie, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm good, Josh. It's like playing photographs and memories. It's been a bittersweet year and a bittersweet day, and that my heart is with you. You guys are like families. It's been quite a roller coaster of, good, bad, and everything that we've been going through, Walt, with everything. And Josh, I mean, when I joined the show, um, your mom was living. Where was she living? In a different state,
She was
Georgia.
living in Georgia.
and she was on the one of the first things is she joined our show and did a call in on the show, and then she came and visited, and then
Yep.
it's been quite the roller coaster, and moved into the house that had you out of the house and house shopping. Now you have your home, and now she's out of that home. How does that? I mean, that's a lot.
It is. It's been.
I
a
don't know
lot.
when you sit there and say that, but when you really go back and think, we haven't introduced everybody yet, but I'm like going through in my mind exactly how. That's a lot.
Yeah, and she then moved out to my sister's, to her own little apartment, private little apartment for just her, which is what got to be too much for her. And there was just nobody available to give her 24-hour care. So we had to put her somewhere that could.
Not easy, but the alternatives are even again. She needs the care, and she needs the well-being, and she needs everybody to be well around her to be that support. So I know you. I'm sure you looked at places and found a place, with companions and look like fun dealings, and that maybe again it could turn into a really, really happy roller coaster ride. Let's keep our eye open for that.
Yeah, that would be
always
good.
A possibility.
With COVID and everything else going on, it was really just kind of a first come, first serve. Whoever was accepting patients, whoever was staffed enough to have beds open to accept patients is who we went with. And luckily we didn't have to look far, but there was also the issue that my mom is not vaccinated and did not want to be vaccinated. She didn't even want to have the test taken to get out of the hospital and into the nursing home. I think that was at least maybe a little bit of a struggle to get her to take her COVID test, but she is still as of yet unvaccinated, but they were willing to take her anyway. She just has to do a 14-day quarantine before they'll put her into Gen Pop, I guess.
Well, you know what? Good for her and good for you on that. Because right there, that tells you put them in a place where they're not demanding everybody be. I mean, that right there is a blessing. I mean, it's a good filter.
It is.
That would be the nightmare is again, not being able to find that place. I was heartened some. You know what? We need to finish introducing people, and then I'll go into these things. But what about Zach?
Yeah, let's say hello to Zach, Mr. Zachary Zabala, Z squared. Good times for all. The Nomad. Too nice for rice. The Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. There's a whole big pile of them. How in the hell you doing, Zach?
Hey, Josh. Hey, everybody. Pretty good. It was a good day. It was a productive day. I love those types of days. Whether the sun finally broke out, probably about 11 o'clock, sometime right around there. It's been real overcast, and it clouded back up. But I got to see the sun today for a little bit, so yeah, can't complain.
Good, that's what I like to hear. And since we don't have fuck all planned, I figured maybe I'll just start throwing this link out and see what happens. And we'll just go from there. I'm in desperate need of a coffee refill and maybe a quick smoke. I've been, again, just a little off today. All day long. So I need to go catch up with that. Let me, where was I? Oh, yeah. I was sending it there because I saw Travis might want to come hang out. I know Mike LeBrash over there at THC, the Truthers Hour of Comedy, was talking about coming and hanging out. So I dropped him a chat as well. And anybody that happens to have this Zoom link that we use, feel free to go ahead and pop it back open and click it. And it should still work. Although I better give some people some power in case.
I was going to ask for the power and also tell Hori Sheet that if he decides to pop in, be very careful with those fish hooks.
Always a grand interest. entrance with Hori.
Yes, it was.
I had to like think about it for a second. Like,
I don't
what?
know. I
Wait,
pictured
what?
it. It will never go away. Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, you're gonna have to scroll up in chat and go read it.
Yeah, it's a chat Easter egg. You got to find it. But yeah, the year has
What were we
definitely had a
talking
lot of
about?
changes. That basically this year being so crazy for everybody, family wise and personal, and what Josh and his mom's going through, what Cammy and where she used to live is going through. We've all had a lot of changes in family. I mean, most of the people that were in this house living here now all are gone. Well, everybody except Michelle and the cats have all moved out into their own lives, and they had come back, for a stay here and there. It's nice when the kids come home for a help me mom, help me dad kind of month or 4 or 6 or whatever it turns into. So, but they are all out and about doing their thing, having their life experiences, making their choices. Sometimes we're not happy about them. Sometimes we are, but they are growing up, and it's definitely some changes. And definitely, I had a buddy in high school whose grandmother was always around, always at his house, always part of things. And suddenly she started getting whatever it is as, things go off and memory goes and like assistance is needed. And it finally came down to her going to a place. And I can remember going there at least 4 different times to visit her with him. And, she was like a new person there. It was like she had found friends. She was always like, we'd have to find her when we'd go. She'd always be doing things with other people. So, like Cammy said, hopefully this turns into a new adventure for you, Mom. Really sending that out there for you, man. And her.
Yeah, it really could be. She could take this and really excel, given where she was in Georgia, living by herself, hoarding as much shit as she could, and just sort of isolating herself, to being somewhere where there's someone there to watch over her 24 hours, and that bit of socialization that she never really got. That being said, she doesn't come from the greatest of genetics to make that happen. Her parents were a bit hypochondriacal as well. They spent a lot of time wallowing in self-pity that comes from being in the hospital. And I think they found a lot of comfort in the attention that brought. And I think she picked up on that. So there's a good chance
A lot of people do.
They do. It is. Oh, sweet. Mike's here. And she was just so genetically predisposed, I think, to wallow in self-pity when it comes to all of this, that she'll probably go downhill relatively quickly. Best case scenario, she stays here where she is in sort of this area of dementia, but chances are it's just going to get progressively worse and probably pretty quick, just based on her unwillingness to participate in her own care, I think is how that's going to shake out eventually.
It's sad, and so many people do go down that route. It's easy to do because you live where you put your mind at, and the poor me, I'm a victim, I don't feel well and have everything done for me, is a easy trap to fall into, but it's not a fulfilling trap. Maybe with the caretakers and the people around her, just by even playing cards or interacting with people, she'll stay in a happy dimension and learn that it's about the people, not the things, and find a new type of glory. Or you're right, she'll go downhill very quickly, living the poor me, because in order to get attention in that way, you have to keep on developing more symptoms, and you do. I mean, you can fulfill your destiny, Luke, but
it's really easy to fall into that too. I mean,
it is.
I was in the hospital
Easy.
for like 10 days once after a surgery I had. This is like in 99, before they started doing outpatient in like 2 days. They had to go. Yeah, it was a big ordeal or whatever. But yeah, I loved my nurses. I really did. I got to know them, and then when I got home, it was like I missed them. It wasn't so much them taking. Well, I guess it probably was. just
Because
being
you're the
weighted on
center of
hand and
attention. It was
foot.
all about
Yeah.
you, Zach. It's not.
Well,
It's nice
yeah.
to all be about you, but again, it's not very productive in the long term to let there and have everybody wait hand and
No,
foot.
but I can
and
see how people could fall into
like,
that.
well, sure,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like any other addiction. It feels good, but the long term of it is you don't get anything done. Your muscles weaken because you don't get out of bed. You fall apart and you don't gain, and nothing gets done around you. If you want to see on the productive game, is anybody here capable in the both Iron Realm chats? I put a snapshot of Zach having a productive day and what he's doing at our house. If anybody's capable of putting it up there, there's some happy thoughts. I put it in pre-show and December show prep. And just an easy picture.
Yeah, things are coming along.
We are joined by Mike LaBrash, host of THC, the Truther Hour of Comedy. What's going on, Mike? How you doing? You are muted there on Zoom. On Zoom.
Mike, what's up, man?
Microphone was good. You got to click the microphone button on the Zoom call itself on screen at the bottom.
Yeah, they don't make it so you can come in unmuted ever, do they?
I don't think
It's like
so.
automatic.
There might be a way to do it on my end.
Hello, is this working?
There we go. That's the
There
one.
he is.
Hey, everybody.
What's
What's
happening,
up, Mike?
Good to see y'all, man. Good to hear you.
What's been going
Always
on?
a pleasure, brother.
Life's been great, man. Just waiting for this new year to come along, and I'm excited to see if it's going to be better than last. I have high hopes.
Well, good. You've had a busy this year so far.
Yes, I have. It's been quite the road.
That is awesome. So, again, you're going to have to remind me, when did you wake up to Flat Earth?
About 3 years ago.
Okay.
And it took me, I was solo on that journey when I first found out. So it took me about a year to decide whether I knew enough information to come out with it, to come out in public about it.
Yeah, you got to know your song well before you start singing, right?
And I mean, I think that's, if you're going to critically think about that, then you have to critically think about how you're going to answer people when you come out with, you already know that it's crazy because you go through that depression of, oh my God, I've been lied to my whole life. It's kind of like, it was just as scary as trying to figure out why I kept drinking and ruining my life over and over. I kept asking, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And then the same thing happened with Flat Earth. It's like, why would they lie to me? Why am I living this lie? And they all happened around the same time. So it was just this like waterfall of new emotions and new information and new friends and new knowledge, and just my whole life changed, man.
Yeah, once you learn to admit things, and it's not easy at first, but admitting you're wrong or admitting you have a problem, just admitting any of your faults. Some people have a really hard time doing that, to where they just can ignore it because it really doesn't affect their day-to-day lives in their mind. But yeah, it's easier once you've done that, once you've already been through something in your life to where you had to admit, hey, I need to change this, or I need to do this. Once you've done that once, I think it, like, I don't want to say breaks a spell, but kind of allows you now to do it again.
I got to add in on that because I think it does break a spell. First, I quit drinking alcohol. That was my very first thing that I humbled myself about. I went through that deep depression, that anybody who's trying to quit the addiction goes through and doesn't really understand why they're quitting. And you know what I mean? Like, that allowed me to open my mind to new things. It broke the spell of the haze, is what I like to call it now. As no matter what your addiction is, whether it be alcohol or sex and drugs or whatever your distraction is from finding out who you are, is a haze, in my opinion. And so it does break the spell, and you can see clear life. It took me a full year and a half of not drinking alcohol to be like, oh my gosh, like there was that full year and a half of going, what's the point of all this? Why did I even quit? Nothing's changing. I still feel like a piece of shit. I don't know who I am or what my purpose in life is. And there was all these bigger questions, and and through this time, like trying to figure out how to stop drinking, I'm hearing crap on the radio on my little kid's TV that's saying rocket, moon, sun, and stars. So I'm going through a whole nother trippy situation. And how am I going to deal with that while drowning myself in alcohol? I got like these big, huge things that I have to take care of. And so by quitting alcohol, it allowed me to focus, I think is the best word for it. I was able, with the alcohol in my life, my focus was on alcohol and party and the distraction. So without those distractions, yeah.
That's awesome, man.
It is awesome, man.
It's hard. And if people have never done it, there's people who live with, problems their whole lives. A lot of times these issues end up being the cause of their, not so well-being. But for those that can, it seems like flat Earth is a lot easier to at least look at.
And I've heard it the opposite way too, where flat Earth was somebody's first, and that allowed them to break the mold of their old ways and fix their life. So just like you said, it's that first thing that allows you the opportunity to see things differently. No matter what you see first, no matter how you've broken the mold, you're out of that spell, in my opinion.
I like that. So we were talking in the pre-show about maybe doing some predictions.
You should do it. I saw that episode with Dave and Jaron, and I was like, you know what? That's a damn good idea.
Yeah, we did this a few years ago, or a couple years ago. I think it was around New Year's.
Mark me down. I want to be involved.
Yeah, anybody in chat have any ideas for just, questions?
Hot tub time.
Like, will Joe Biden live throughout the whole year? That's a serious question.
Is it?
Well, look at the guy.
They've got 3 clones at least ready to go. They keep throwing them up there and giving them test runs. And they've got the mask. I mean, they're covered, man. They're good.
Well, we'll get ready for doing that. I had to sneak in this. I talked about it earlier. This is Zach having a productive day and making his reality, which is making our good reality. For a nice little shelf, and you see the hot tub there, you'll see it's hard. It's at a weird level.
It is weird. Yeah, I see it. Yep.
The ground's uneven underneath it. And so having like a place to put your drinks or anything outside
swim
of
up
the hot
bar.
tub. So you have a swim up bar here that you can walk up from underneath the patio. He's got, look at the lighting going around it. And this is
That's
all
gonna
Zach.
be
Do you
nice.
see those little pine cone lights in that?
Oh.
And now he's making the decking there that will drain the water underneath as you walk on the deck and take it. There's that area is a stairway, and outside the stairway, that's my office. I actually sit right above where his butt is where my desk is, or the little landing to the stairway. But that's a little outdoor stairway from my office leading down. And then you can see the stairways that like take the corner and wrap around to the left. But the little area there is also, it's right underneath its stairwell, and he's making it into a little walk-up bar. And then underneath that is the patio out of like Bob's office and that. But what a beautiful world he's making this. I mean,
Do you have
That's awesome.
You have the fireplace or fire pit?
We'll have to, the fire pit, we do have it. It's down the hill by the river right now, and that's where we do the burning.
Ooh.
So you have to take the pathway down to the river to get to the fire pit. But
Ooh.
I don't know if that's so bad.
No, you got it all.
I really feel like I do have it all. Truly blessed.
Misty cold nights in the hot tub. I don't have one anymore.
Yeah, we had always had one, and we moved out here, and when we didn't have one, and people, they're not very popular down in this neck of the woods in the south because, everybody has swimming pools, which would have been a little area to put a swimming pool in, really.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, I guess the weather weather.
But we were out there in the cool, drizzling rain in December, and it felt great being in there. I mean, it's wonderful when you're in there. You worry it rains a lot here and drizzles a lot here, but to tell you the truth, you're already wet in the hot tub. It feels great. Um, it's some of my favorite when it's snowing or drizzling while you're in there. Is some of my very favorite. And again, watching the skies, I think it'll get a lot of use. I think it's a good dream.
Are you one of those like you're always sitting next to the thermostat, pushing up on it, even though it won't go up any higher?
No, I'm really not. I like the water warm, not hot, but I mean, I like it. I usually do 100 to 103.
Some people like to boil themselves. I'm like, man, you're crazy.
No, I like to stay in there a while, and in fact, I'll turn it down to even if it's temperate outside. I'll put it at 100 to 101. I like the water
That's where
being
I
warm.
like it.
I'm like a mermaid, I want to be warm and comfortable, and not. I don't want to be. I don't want to be cooked in there. I want to be able to stay out there for
Right.
hours if need be.
Yeah, the longevity. You're looking for the journey in there. Like people will go
Right.
in, you have it at 104. You can only be in for 10 minutes, and you're boiling yourself.
Right. Yeah. No, the 104 is reserved for really when we turn it up
Frozen.
to 100. Yeah, when it's snowing on you and you're actually getting snowed on the front, and you can roll out in the snow and then hop back in. But 104 works good when you're in Colorado when it's snowing. But I don't know if it will get cold enough here for it to ever go up to 104. We were plenty warm at 102 and turning it down last night. So yeah, we brought it down to 101. And again, in the summertime, you can, put it down at 98 or that, and you can have really comfy water. I like it. Thank you, Zach. You're
Do you
making
get
it
cold
a dream.
nights in the summer?
Here it doesn't get so cold in the summer. We're in South Carolina, and again, I've only done one summer here. I'm a Denver girl, so I'm used to it, going in there. But we use the hot tub year round in Denver, winter, spring, summer, and fall. So I imagine that's what we'll do here.
We have been joined.
Sorry,
by
people, I'm
Mr.
boring you to death. We'll start
Travis
Not just making a
Finlay.
That's all.
I was going to ask about your little garden there in the back too. I mean,
Oh, Zach built the little garden in the back.
Gotta have
they're
one of
quite
those.
quite feats.
Yeah, that's just that's just for the beans. There's
There's
3
a
other
whole-
garden beds, much bigger than that one.
I think
Yeah,
that was
we
a turning
have-
point in my life too. Like
enjoying. Oh, go ahead.
through that, I was going to say just about the garden thing though, but through that spiritual awakening or whatever you want to call it and finding out about flat earth, I used to look at my dad and be like, what a nerd, he's out there with his garden. And now that's all I care about is animals and gardening and crap like that.
It's amazing how we change, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is up, Travis?
What's going on, everybody? I think that this is the New Year's Eve dating stream. Isn't that right?
Swipe up.
Swipe up.
Swipe or no swiping.
How are you,
we're
friend?
thinking about doing some predictions. I
Yeah,
see some
Austin
people
is
already dropping
questions
some.
left
Yeah.
and right. Yep.
So yeah, but before that, how have you been lately, Trav? I mean, we got to talk to you. What was it?
This Tuesday,
Friday?
I think.
This Tuesday.
Well, yeah. It's been. I think I came on a couple weeks ago, Friday, and then Tuesday, and then Friday, and then Tuesday. I think, but yeah. I mean, I'm just working. I'm just driving the truck, and yeah, just working for the weekend, right?
Everybody is.
Getting it done.
But I am absolutely glad to be here with family because I'm all alone. All my kids are over at my ex's house, partying it up, having fun, and I'm stuck here all by my lonesome. So,
You're never alone.
that's not true.
Never alone in the Truther fam.
That's true. That's true.
I like that. There you go, Zach.
All right, first question. We only get to guess one each. But what celebrity will die this year?
Betty White.
Already died.
I know.
Died today.
Yeah, I know.
to that one. And
I think she died a long time ago, and they just save it. They just save crap like.
Okay, I'll go.
I hate saying. Okay, go ahead, Cam. Ladies first.
Are we gonna keep score on these and do it next year like they did on the other show? Do it this. I pick Ghislaine Maxwell.
Who's that?
Suicide herself.
I just said something that's gonna die in the next year. I
She's
pick
gonna
her.
suicide herself, Clinton style.
If you don't know, Ghislaine Maxwell just got convicted. 5 out of 6 charges, I believe, of all that Epstein stuff.
But aren't we on just like
Epstein.
cartoons though? Aren't they still just showing us cartoons?
Yeah. It's kind of a travesty that we're not allowed to even get a transcript of what was said.
That's a little sketchy.
Saying, you know, she didn't kill herself yet. If she starts singing like a canary to lower her sentence, might be some.
If it's even going on, if there's an even trial.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm a truther, but you know, I'm a conspiracy theorist. You know, we don't know. We don't know.
Okay, Cammie says Ghislaine Maxwell, whatever. I'm gonna say I hate saying it, but Clint Eastwood.
Ooh, that would be yeah.
His last movie was the first movie ever where I looked at him and was like, dude, I could take Clint Eastwood.
It's about time.
He's like 92, I think, 91, something like that.
I could take him by now.
I could take him by now. Yeah, that was the first time I saw Clint Eastwood where he looked. I mean, he's looked old for a long time now, but like he looked elderly. You know, and I've never seen Clint look like that. He's always been, you know, buff and still strong. And I mean, he was still up on a horse that was bucking in this and that, if that was him, of course. But yeah, he's just not. You can see him getting smaller, I'd say. So that's my guess, Clint Eastwood.
It's probably not a bad guess.
Wouldn't it be ironic if a gentleman who has come out openly against jibber jabber and idiocy in general and has actually been distanced by the community of which he is a huge part, I'm talking about Eric Clapton? Wouldn't that be ironic if he died?
Oh, I think that's going to be an accurate one. I can see any and all of these happening.
Yeah, I can.
So that's mine. I'll put that one in my book.
What happens if we all win? Like, how deep do we have to go in this game? Because a lot of people are leaving this world.
All right, Josh. Who you got?
Didn't I just make one prior?
Did you?
I think so. I don't think she's going to accept a whole lot of socialization and help. I think she's going to want to wallow around in her self-pity. Oh, you mean one besides my mother?
Well, yeah, celebrity.
Oh, come on, Josh.
Oh, celebrity is
that was dark as
celebrity
fuck.
to him.
That was dark as
fuck. That was. That's a good turn.
That was awesome. No, that was epic.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to go with John Travolta.
Ooh. Wait, why? What?
What do you know?
Wait,
Wait, what?
Wait,
what?
John Travolta. Look at his old ass.
Yeah, and he's been looking old for like a decade.
He's looking rough
without the wig and all that kind of stuff and the makeup.
Gosh.
Man, he's looking old. I could see that.
I'm gonna have to go with John.
Okay. So, Josh, you got to get a celebrity.
Who remembers Welcome Back, Kotter, by the way?
Oh,
Mr. Kotter.
Mr. Kotter. Oh.
Okay, Horseshack.
Wow.
You hit it.
The first thing.
My hair.
The first one that came to my mind was Richard Dreyfuss.
Ooh.
A good one.
It's a good one. Last movie I saw him in was Red 2, I think.
He was good in that.
Yeah, he played the bad guy real well.
He was good in that, man. He's a good actor.
Yeah, indeed.
We got Briscoe Smurf.
What's up, Allie? You're still
Allison.
connecting to audio, it looks like it said. It's saying you're still connecting to audio on our screen here. I don't know.
Is it like
It could be your internet, though, because you're still not, we're not hearing you, boo.
We can see you.
We
I
see
can
you.
lip read you, but I
We
can't
might
hear
be
you.
able to, right.
Something's crazy. I know.
You're
Context.
That.
soon going to be taking your clothes off. What? What'd you say?
Yeah, I just said yeah. No.
No, not that, Travis. No, we're still not hearing you, babe.
Not that kind of dating string.
Was it like she had to hit the mute thing like I did?
It was saying, I saw it when I looked twice. It's been saying connecting to audio, so we have some internet.
And now it's not saying that anymore.
And now, oh, you're right. Now it's not saying that.
I think I saw a shit and a fuck in there, Allison.
Shit the fuck. Well, then.
Lip reading, yeah.
Good stuff.
Are you on the
Now
computer?
you look like Kilroy
Allison?
there for a second.
She's like, got it.
Whenever I see that, I think of
This
Kelly's
is
Heroes.
good. She's cracking me up right now.
Kilroy was here.
Kilroy.
No. We can't hear you.
Are you on your computer? The mic button is
Yeah,
on
no.
the bottom left.
Still not seeing you, bro. I mean, still not hearing you, just seeing you.
So
You
weird.
tried to warn me,
Hit
but
that little setting, that little arrow. If you can hear me, hit the little arrow next to the microphone in the bottom left of your screen and make sure.
oh, connecting to audio again. I'm
Connecting to
seeing.
audio again. Hello?
I just don't get it. Don't make no sense to me.
Oh,
Connecting again.
Technical
Wah,
failure.
wah.
Well, I'm
weird.
one for moving on.
We still gotta get Josh's. What's Josh's? Famous person.
I don't know. Who's an old famous person? Like, I had literally never given this one single moment of thought.
Is George
Okay,
Bush
so-
Sr. dead yet?
How old is TV's Frank? No, I'm just fucking.
Danny DeVito.
Dang. Any of them from back in the day. Al Pacino, Danny DeVito, not James Belushi, but anyone from Saturday Night Live that hasn't kicked the bucket?
Yeah, Chevy Chase. All
There
right.
you go.
There we go. I'm gonna go Steve Martin.
There
Wow.
it is.
Wow.
Old SNL cast
Nice.
before some of us were born.
Drop out and come back, Allison.
Can you hear me now?
There she
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, she is.
There we go.
Holy cow.
Welcome to the show.
Used to have
Man,
that
Yeah.
somewhere.
so hey, y'all.
How you?
Hey, I know well, I didn't mean to I wasn't yelling at you this morning.
I
really
know you
wasn't.
weren't. You were just being very emphatic
Well,
with your greeting. I know you said it was not showing, and I know I do that sometimes too when I'm either on my phone, on like I've got YouTube on my phone, I mean on my TV, and I'm chatting on my phone. I'll type it 4 times and it won't show on the screen. So there's a disconnect there somewhere.
I was doing it was like live stream tag last night, and so
Right.
at 3 a.m. I said, "Oh, I'll go. Let me see if I can get on the computer and get it going," and I did. And then it was 4 o'clock, and so I had all this stuff going on, and I couldn't see right, and whatever. The hot tub, Cammy, I'm envious of you, chilling in the hot tub like a villain.
I'm feeling pretty spoiled. I have to tell you, I'm feeling pretty blessed and spoiled. And again, it's a sentimental day, but that's
Relatively.
a beautiful part, a happy part of it. And Zach's putting all kinds of personality and special touches on it. So again, we're lucky. My son flew back in last night from Colorado, being gone 2 weeks. Feels so nice to have him back home again. And I mean, a lot of things to be happy for in this bittersweet world.
Me too. I'm so scattered today. I mean, I left my keys down. I'll go or I'll stop, and I'll stop. I guess will happen tomorrow sometime. This is my 3rd wardrobe change. I did windows and did all kinds of stuff and had to get led into this storefront that was unlocked to get a spare key to. So, where I've live streamed before from, or I've joined from the music venue down the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's on the other end of this building, and it's old. Guys, no. Sam, have you heard about Samsung building the $17 billion semiconductor plant here in Taylor, Texas? Like right over there. It's crazy. Taylor used to be the cotton capital of the world before, all the traveling happened. But now we'll be the semiconductor capital of the world if that goes to fruition. So, and I don't know if I want to stay or if I want to get, cost of living. I mean, the housing is gonna. Who knows what's gonna happen? I just need my little, my Smurfer spot where I can have a mop and a broom and like some wardrobe changes and get to serve everybody and my picker upper thing in my bucket and go do trash and make sure people are not driving home drunk and making sure Ernest doesn't freeze tonight and my feet hurt and it's great. But this too shall pass. And I'm wondering if there's any planets doing wonky stuff right now. Like
Sirius is wonky.
Being serious?
No, Star Sirius.
Sirius.
Bad lighting. Was it walking?
It's being wonky, yeah. It's a little bit more extravagant than usual. I caught it back in mid-November when I was in California. I could see it dancing and twinkling red, purple, blue with my naked eye. And so I filmed it. And then it's just been active like that for the past month. I think more so than it's ever been before.
Did you find your cameras?
No.
Did they show up?
No. No. I'm absolutely devastated.
Damn.
So who's your pick, Allison? What celebrity?
I don't care.
I know, just throw one out.
I mean,
I got one for her.
Oh, that was great, Alec. That was so good.
I don't give a shit.
Care less. Oh shit.
Me, because I'll be celebrity by then. Whatever.
There it is. Hell, don't do that on us though. Shit.
Well, I failed suicide a few years ago, and I'm glad. I'm so glad.
We are too.
So fucking glad. And I put my phone number out there again last night. Whatever. So Floyd could call if he wanted to, because he's not in a good spot. And I've been alone so long that I dig being alone, right? But I also, it's the trust in other people, like to get you and then be nice to you once they do get you, and to, not be dicks. Trusting. I climbed. This building is like 1800 years old. Mm-hmm. And there's cast iron pillars that hold up some outside stuff. And I climbed on them today to get tall enough to make less mud because I was going through the windows. And I felt connected to this building since I've been in Taylor. You guys, this is crazy. I was going to run away to Alabama. Remember all that? First South Carolina last March, and no, and then Alabama, no. And I just might be here for the whole thing. And
there you go.
Yeah, and but okay. So there's this guy in town. I've run him from before. He's he has a reputation as a slow move. Doesn't do credit checks on people. La la la. He's gonna give me a chance when it was January. I was living in the van for a while. I didn't want to lie to my sister. Said, "Yo, yeah, I'm living out of storage." So I signed the lease. Oh my god. So this person he's got 100 properties in town. Drives up in I don't know what year it was, Mach 3. Okay, paid $64,000 for it. Knows that I'm the situation. He's got all kinds of property down here. I would work for half of it, right? I mean, all of it. Rent's crazy. Housing is nuts. I can put a yurt on the roof. I just need to get to my stuff. Some art supplies, but I'm losing weight because I go up the hill 2 blocks, then I go a block that way, and then I walk up the hill and ride my scooter back. I was going to get a ride back here, but I drove my truck up.
Hell yeah.
it's going so fast. Or maybe I am.
So who's your celebrity?
Well, okay. Let me chew on that. I'll be back.
Here's a clue for you. You mentioned a bucket and a mop, so just think about that. Bucket and a mop.
Well, the boys don't like them up, so.
Come on, that's okay. And the initials are CB, bucket, mop. I'm following this game. I've got it.
Yeah.
Who had the bucket and the mop, Allison?
Oh, Carol Burnett.
All right. Is that your celebrity? That's probably a good pick. Is she still alive or dead?
Yeah, no, she's still kicking.
Who knows which clone is live? I have a hat though. I can go put on right now. Like, stand by, as Algo would say. Stand by. Please stand by. Oh.
Yeah, it is a roller coaster this year. And Allison, you're doing a good description of it. We have a lot going on in the chat. All of my love, all of my hope and dreams and everything out to Liz. I wish I could be with you and hugging you now. She's going through somewhat what you're going through, Josh, but in a different matter. She's with her mother, and her mother is not doing well at all. The one thing about this game, and we talk about things, but this one thing about what we do call life, we do have to remember none of us are getting out of here alive. None of us. And that's not how you win. That's not winning the game either. Is again, it's a game that it's not a game. You don't get to win. It's a journey, and you get to live it and make the choices you can in that. We are talking about like one of the most important choices on things that are so important, and that's being there for somebody as they're leaving this world and making sure that they're not alone, and nothing is really crueler than what this pandemic has done, where it's put people separated from family and love. And the natural way of it should be, because death is very, very natural. It's part of the cycle. It does happen. And again, you can have a natural death, but every single one of us is going to die at some time, natural or unnatural. And part of it is part of the journey, I think. I don't know if there's anything as special as being with somebody as they take their last breath, as the same with being with them as they take their first breath. I know I've given birth to babies and held them as they've done this, and I've also held a baby while it took his last breath, or my father, my sister. I've had 3 different family members die in my arms. Nothing is sadder, nothing is more heartbreaking, nothing is more special, and there's no moment I would choose or trade out for being there. It's again, it's a special time. Liz, the time that you spend with your mother right now, and that again, it's cherished time. It's important time. It counts. It's some of your.
I'm envious of that time.
Envious of that time. Yeah, I wish I could have it back with my father again. It's again the way that we judge things and good, bad, or indifferent. But some of the hard times are some of the most special. And being able to show love and be there with somebody as they're passing, nothing's more fulfilling, I don't think. I think looking back, you can't say I love that person too much, or I relieved too much of their pain, or I calmed. I mean, it's a win-win situation.
My mom died 3 years ago. She'd been in a nursing home for 10 years after a stroke, and had I got on the train, as soon as my sister said, "Hey, mom's in the hospital and this is what's happened," I could have got on the train the next day. I procrastinated. My sister said that she'd never see my mom more at peace, which is cool. And I just found out she was a 33 life path, my mom. So no wonder. And I was born on her birthday, 3/22. Haha. And my dad just turned 81, Josh. And I haven't seen him in like 5 years. And I've had this overwhelming, like, something trying to get on me that I'll never see Isabel again, which is a drag. That's what just hit me, right? But we don't get out alive. And I've been made an instrument of peace to bring joy where there's sorrow. And I've had crickets move on with me, and some June bugs and some bees and a bird maybe, and maybe I'll get to graduate to people this time around. I don't know, Liz. I envy you. And Travis, I've been alone for so long, with myself only for this kind of stuff, and it is a New Year's dating stream. And I don't mean to hog up the whole thing. I just love you guys so much.
Yeah. Much love to you.
Love you, lady. And Liz and I have been talking on Twitter about this very thing because it's still very new in my heart and recent. And, just kind of telling her the things I did with Mom, just talked to her and told her, just you don't have to do anything anybody tells you. You're a smart, beautiful, intelligent, amazing soul, and you can figure this thing out for yourself. You don't have to listen to grandma. You don't have to listen to a golden light. You don't have to listen to some dude on a throne. You don't have to listen to anybody. You go where your gut tells you to go. Ignore the heart, ignore the head. Listen to that gut, because that's what you've done your whole life. That's gotten you to here with all of us around you, giving you as much love as we can, because that's how you lived your life. And it seemed to work, for her, because she was definitely talking to relatives, talking to the people in the garden, all that stuff leading up to the end. We've all got different thoughts and different ideas about what or who or where might be a right past this next juncture that we're going to go all to. So just do it with love, Liz. That's the best way you can do it, and the rest will work itself out.
This I have to forgive me if I'm stepping on anybody, but Liz, I love you. And it's 617 was 617 a minute ago, 2 minutes ago, it was 617, and that's the first synchronicity that hit me in Taylor, Texas. That number's been following me since the day I was born, literally. And I was cruising through town, and there was 617 on a house. And I was, I grew up in 617 on the south side of town in St. Charles, Missouri. And it was my first, this is, whatever. And then birthdays and stuff. Logan has the same birthday as my daughter, as well as Doc Michael and other people around here, you guys. And Josh knows my uncle. Betty White's flipping up the, look, I've been drinking, I'm in the club. I'm not going to die. I'm just going to go on some island with everybody else. What was my point? Synchronicity, and I just love you guys. And I'm showing you Taylor Texas.
Hey, Mike, this is the first time I've come across you. So what's your channel all about?
I do a comedy show. Sometimes we're serious. Sometimes I just started it. We're only on episode 4. The reason that I got started, though, was I do memes on Facebook.
Okay.
So I was never, ever since I was a kid, man, I've never been artistic, but I got a fucking knack for making these funny ass memes and funny little videos.
What's your Facebook name? Who are you?
My name it's my name. It's Mike I'm Awake LaBrash. Right now I'm on Facebook too.
Is I'm Awake all one word?
Yep.
Okay, I see it. LaBrash 2? LaBrash 2?
And then, but because I'm in Facebook jail, I've still got another 20 days or something.
Oh, yeah.
My other account, if you want to type that in real quick. The one that I'm on currently.
Now, hold on. Let me add you real quick. I want to add that.
And I'm sure that in 4 or 5 days, I'll be on another one. Josh knows the story.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up sometimes.
Wait, hold it. I just got you can't post for another 45 hours. I thought it was going to say 45 days. I got busted for saying I wished Hitler was my dad.
Yeah, you can't say the H word.
All right, what's your other channel?
The other channel is...
Or other name?
Is FB Jail.
All one word?
Yeah, FB Jail Blows. FBLOS.
FB
It should be the only person with that name.
Jail. And it's all one word. FB Jail Blows, all one word?
Yeah.
Okay. Jail Blows.
FB Jail Blows, Cockamamie LeBrash.
Oh, okay. I saw that one.
Yeah, there's some good ones in there. Look for the Booster Shot Barbie. That's my favorite new one.
Got it.
Some good stuff in there. Let's get on with this prediction, though. That was exciting.
Yeah. Okay.
Were we hanging up on Josh, or did he pick? That's right. What did he say?
He didn't. He's being difficult.
He said
No, he said
Steve
Steve Martin. Steve Martin.
Oh yeah, Steve Martin. That's right. Sorry, Josh.
Did you see the hat?
I love the hat, Allison.
Yeah, Carol Burnett hat. The lady.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is very Carol Burnett.
Yeah, it is.
Sure.
And when I got it, that's what I was hearing. But I am that lady. I'm the fractured fairy tales guy. Cleaning the sweep, sweeping the sweep, sweeping the street. I have a Uline catalog. I'm gonna check around. Okay.
Okay, do you guys hear this in the background? This is a case of the giggles.
I did hear those giggles.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my sweet
Was
son.
it a
He just
cackle
got-
or a giggle?
They're giggles.
Okay.
He is laughing so hard because he looked at me.
Wait,
and
that
he
was a
goes-
man?
And he goes, "Well, I was happy that I saw you." And he just thinks that's the funniest thing ever. He said it was my
Yeah.
reaction to it.
Was he out in the garage?
He just walked into the kitchen and said, "Well, I was like, how are you?" And he's like, "I was happy until I saw you." And then whatever I reacted to it, he's just been laughing his ass off.
That's him giggling?
Yes.
Like a little schoolgirl, that big
like
guy?
like a little schoolgirl.
That big dude?
Yeah,
my
he's like
God.
6'2".
Oh, he's a giant. He's a
That's
giant.
the perfect giggle. That's great.
Yeah, I know. He's now locked in his room.
He's got his pillow over his head.
Oh, Bob.
He doesn't know. Yeah, he's laughing so hard I had to cut the mic, and I'm sorry to interrupt. First. Okay. Who's dying next? Oh.
My cheeks are hurting now.
Hey. Who's still going to be here next year? Name a celebrity that's still going to be alive and kicking. Maybe that's a better
How
one.
about this one? How about which celebrity you think will come out as a flat earther, if any?
Oh, cool. That's a good one. I want to think about
Good
it.
one by Austin.
Thank you, Austin. You should be on here,
Pretty
like
cool.
directing.
Robert
and keeping us
Downey
on
Jr.
focus.
to get Iron Man. He saw.
That's who I thought was going to come to the
What?
conference
That's
that
what's
big
up.
year. Yeah, because exactly, he's Iron Man, and it would have been huge. He's like the perfect person to do it. That's a good guess. I guess that when do you
I
remember
heard
on the conference fiasco where we were all trying to guess the biggest star at the conference that turned out to be Logan Paul.
Yeah, Logan Paul.
And we're all like putting out
Who?
grandiose guesses of a huge star. We're like,
Yeah.
oh, he was my guess, Robert Downey. Yeah, because they're like, yeah, he's been in movies and we're like, wow. Yeah, we thought it was going to be a star, and I had never at the time heard of Logan Paul, and I kind of wish I haven't seen him since then. So
Yeah. I always thought that it was going to be Kelsey Grammer because I had a backstory.
yeah, he's a
to-
flat earther,
Yeah. So
or at least he's aware of, and
Right.
yeah.
yeah.
I think I want to. What's the
I'm
band?
saying
logo?
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. We don't need
Mike
that.
Tyson is awake. He is a change.
I think he already is a flat earther. Did you hear
You
him
sure?
talk about it?
No, I
He's
haven't heard him
talked
talk
about-
about it.
oh, yeah,
That-
he's
that
talked
is
about
my
it.
guess
Missed it.
because he's somebody I'm following right now that's like wide awake, man. He gets it.
Tyson, he's a smart man. When you listen to him speak now,
He's changed. He's
yeah,
changed.
he's got some wisdom to him too. You
Right.
can tell. Yeah.
It's the experience of being. You see, these people they go through all walks of life. They deal with every type of person. They've seen this guy, the way he was brought up. He's done some dirty, grimy stuff. I think that comes with your spiritual awakening. This full on wisdom of everything and all.
I mean,
Yeah,
he does listen to
absolutely.
the Ironworks after all. So shout out Tommy.
But no, yeah, he did. He was talking about flat Earth, and he was like saying, "Dude, you ain't never seen it from up there. You
He
don't know
said that
what's up
shit
there." Yeah,
because it's now with like what is his name, Donnie Brasco, that's always on Joe Rogan coming out, and like he's got a cool personality. So I think more people are catching on when they hear somebody like him come out and be like, "Look, man, you don't fucking know." Yeah.
Yeah, I have just real quick. Sue Finelli just is in the chat. I have Sue to thank because she's the one who posted a picture of the Nazi party, and then I posted on her post, so I got nabbed because of you. So
So, thanks, Sue. Thanks, Sue.
So you shared somebody.
I think if anybody does, it'll be an athlete, some kind of famous athlete. I don't think they have all the athletes like in the club at all. Certain ones I'm sure are, but for the most part, you know, athletes are just there to entertain, pretty much. But I could see, you know, I don't know. I bet it'll be an athlete. I don't know who.
yeah,
I
but
should
then is he
probably
just
have to
going to
say who.
retract it? Is it going to be a give and take switcheroo again?
The force.
No, it'll be
the
like a
force
Kyrie
retract?
Irving. He'll come out and say it, but he'll never really retract it. He'll
Remember, it's
maybe
always the
apologize.
handlers that retract it. It's not. I don't think it's the person. It's like It's like the people above, the people with the right to paycheck.
Yeah, Kyrie never really retracted. He said he was sorry to the teachers for saying it, but he never said that the Earth wasn't flat and that it's a globe.
They're not going. They don't give them airtime. You know what I mean? Like you got to catch these guys on a live stream of their own, or you know nobody's going to give somebody time to talk on air about that opinion, unless they're on Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Kimmel's coming out to fucking brainwash the masses to say how stupid it sounds. You know?
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
thought somebody like Shaylee Woodward or that, but then Aaron Rodgers, and I think he made a comment about like saying it's not like he's a flat earther. I think he made some flat earther snide remarks. So we guess that on a celebrity or an athlete celebrity. What about somebody like Ashley Judd or I don't know if we'll get any big, I mean, maybe, you know, some past names or that. Be nice to have a few more.
Well, I'll just throw one out there for shits and giggles. Roseanne Barr. She followed me and is still following me when she was on Twitter before she got booted off. I tried to reach out to her a few times, but
That's awesome.
Wild.
That would be
is what
cool.
that is. Wouldn't she be involved in like this occult stuff and connected?
Yeah. Well, for a while there, she was pulling shit out allegedly, and then started getting, you know, shit on.
Holy cow!
I mean, she got cancel cultured,
and
so
then she got
yeah.
the cancel culture, right? So that kind of ought to tell you half the story right there.
She probably got empty
like
all through it. Now she can come
replaced
back.
cancel culture with Fahrenheit 451.
Right? Yes, sir.
You've been Fahrenheited. It's ridiculous the amount like they just call it cancel. Like it's a fun term to call it, cancel culture. Like you rhyme the word.
Yeah, the Fahrenheit stuff. Has anybody been looking at the pictures out of the Colorado fire? And does it look weird to anybody else but me? Or maybe it's because I have such a personal connection to it. Has anybody even seen the big fires in Colorado?
No.
Colorado yesterday, in the blink of the eye, had its most destructive wildfire in history. Let me say that again. Colorado yesterday, in the blink of the eye, had its most destructive building-wise and cash-wise wildfire in history. It took place in...
That's why Betty White died today.
It took place...
to distract?
People are familiar with the region. It took out pretty much the city of Superior and Louisville, almost 1,000 houses. and some Tesla dealership, some different hotel, different things like this. And this was in
Tesla dealership.
This is like Superior and Louisville, Colorado, which is in Boulder County. So they call it Boulder, but it's right between like Denver and Boulder. And it's a lot of it's very, very nice housing. In fact, I tie to it, and I have a feeling it's part of the roller coaster of memories today. It does look like it did not survive, but Bob and I, when we got married over 20 years ago, everybody should. I mean, I was a black sheep of a family. Let's see if anybody, can relate to this. Bob and I were getting married, and I, being the fourth child of 5 and this and that, my oldest brother, I called him my superior brother. If anybody else has one, this is the brother that got all good grades, was perfect, did, pretty much everything right, and was there to tell you what you did wrong. Pretty much I called him a pompous ass as a child, really, but I do love him to pieces. This is, again, the roller coaster of memories. Well, at the time of getting married, my superior brother, I like to say, he had a very superior house. He was married to a superior wife, and they had a superior child in Superior, Colorado. It was only natural that they lived there. And when we were looking at wedding venues and that, they had this beautiful house with back gardens and a gazebo and everything. And it's like, what a beautiful place to get married. You have a superior brother with a cool house. Why rent a venue? So Bob and I, and my brother is not only superior, but he's like the nicest guy in the world. I'm a super duper nice guy. I tease on him being superior because that was frustration as a younger sister, that he just didn't fuck up. It's like, what is wrong with you? But he's done nothing but been loving to me his entire life, and is just really, really a great guy. He, to say how great a person he is, he runs a hospitality, or they did. He's now doing the things he's been running for the last 20 years, or that hospitality houses on military bases for religious. He's like a minister and does counseling and takes care of the kids away from their home and makes sure everybody has a place for dinner and holidays, and does their birthday functions, and if marriages are they're just good people. Wonderful, solid, lovely people. And taking through the memories of life in the black sheep, I remember him before he worked in the military before for some different contractors and had clearance. And he said, having you as a sister going through the security clearance, that was like the oddest part, because they gave questions about if you ever smoked pot, this and that, and then they went through the family, and he got to me, and has your sister ever smoked pot or done drugs? And he's like, yeah. And they're like, well, were you ever with her? And he's like, no. And then they ask you, well, how do you know that she smokes pot if you've never been with her? And he was like, well, have you met my sister? Memory lanes on the things. And, again, the problems we cause getting our family their security clearances and shit like that. But no, he was right. I had smoked pot, and it wasn't really hard to figure out if you'd walked by my room or that. So it was funny. He did get his security clearance, and he's just gone on to be an outstanding person. He and his wife, and they raised a beautiful family. And they've since moved out of that house because they've lived around the world since then. And they've now finally bought another beautiful home. But I was looking at pictures of this home in Superior, Colorado, and it is one of the almost 1,000 houses that disintegrated, or probably, they don't have a list of it, but it's in the Rock Creek subdivision of the older ones. It's an area that was very heavily hit. And out of nowhere, a windstorm kicked up. They said it was down power lines.
Was the wind situation there in
It was
Colorado?
a wind situation. They were sustaining over 50-mile-per-hour winds.
Is that
and then
normal
they were having,
there? Is that a normal occurrence during this time of the year, those huge windstorms?
You can have fronts come through like that with the high winds. We've had our fences, and that it seems more recent than in the past.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because after you said that, when I was doing the reset to my system, but right before we went live, when it came up with the news feed, one of the videos from the fire was there, so I popped it open. And it was like somebody's security camera outside their house, and it was just constant wind.
It's crazy.
And you could see it blow the fire it looked like somebody had sped up a video, and the video kept saying this has not been edited. This is actually how
Right.
it
You had the
happened.
people talking in real life. I
It
was
was
watching it yesterday.
nuts. I've never seen fire do that, and it kind of reminded me of that smart sparks and shit we were seeing in the shit in Oregon 4 or 5 years ago. It's like, how the hell does fire move like that? I mean, I know fire does crazy shit. I've seen backdraft, but it just was a really crazy video. I'll see if I can
At
find
the
it. Hang
same
on.
time the fire was going on at some of the tours that they're showing on the video, bring some of this stuff up. It's crazy, Walt, if you can. At the same time it was going on, my son was getting on a flight and flying out of Denver Airport, which is what, 35 miles away due east. So, and he was on a small plane, a little regional plane even. So again, it was weird that they had the concentrated winds that just ran right there along, through the Field Hills. And this is along I-36, the highway, the major highway between, it's called the Boulder Turnpike, and it runs between Boulder and Denver. And this is again towards the end of getting towards Boulder into Boulder County, and you turn off and to the left is Superior, to the right is Louisville, and the fire took out a good portion of both of those areas.
I'm gonna go get some rocks. Anybody think of a crystal or rock that I should have like right now for this time? Because there's a store over there that's fixing to close. Rocks. Cammy, I'm sorry to interrupt.
You want something to start right for
Opal?
you?
I don't think they have one.
Rhodochrosite.
To hold on to. I have some amethyst and stuff, but there's all kinds of what?
Get some
I used to carry a tiger's eye in my pocket all the time. Tiger's eye has a very calming.
I don't think there's one there.
There's a rhodochrosite there for you. There is one there. It's called rhodochrosite. It's smoky rose color, and it will be calming for you, Allison, and clarify you some. But rhodochrosite.
Rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite. Okay, you'll see me walk across the street. I'll be back as you were.
Okay.
So you don't hear. Thank you so much. I love you.
I love you too. Find a beautiful piece. You'll know when it talks to you.
What does that do, Cammy?
I don't know. I'm not a metaphysical. I just got the picture in my mind when she asked me, and
I did the same thing. As soon as she asked that question, the first thing that popped in my mind was tiger's eye, because it's calming, it's focusing,
Is that if you hold it? I know nothing about this.
I carry them in my pocket. I reach in and pull them out when I.
So near you, basically.
Yeah, I do. I usually have some type of something, either an Apache tear or a piece of quartz or a piece of tiger's eye. Sometimes a handful.
And
Mike, wow.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Nuts. I know you saw that go by too.
I'll be right back.
So she had the Melodome shirt on.
Yeah, she did. Shout out Melodome.
She knows good stuff.
Did Mike take off, or is he still here?
He's here.
Okay. I was going to tell you, Mike, on the thing. I'm the ultimate geek in the what do I know on the things on the rocks. Just because I don't know them that way. I spent over 30 years in laboratory and people's houses and bank vaults and offices. I was a gemologist for over 30 years, so I was basically appraising and testing and all of that.
That's how you're able to have knowledge about the moon, then.
Right. So yeah, I studied, and the way that you separate everything. I mean, because again, you have a clear rock, you have pink rock, a green rock, a blue rock. People, no, not all blue rocks are sapphires, not all green ones are emeralds, not all the colors will cross over and the looks will cross over, but the properties do not. And the properties are things that, like the way it conducts electricity, thermal properties, the weight, the specific gravity, how it handles light, all the boring stuff, fluorescence, cleavage, which direction it naturally cuts in, lattice angles and that. So it was like testing and seeing what you were looking at. And then once you knew what you were looking at, you determine, well, was this grown in the ground or above the ground? And then assign a value to it. So I know them in a very geeky manner, but not a this makes you feel good and this is spiritual. I'd like to study that more because the properties thermal and the different properties they possess will automatically translate into, ways they would affect you. So it's, again, probably a very, very real science. I just haven't looked at it in that direction because I was
I'm extremely
nerdy.
interested in the
I'm
spiritual
sorry.
side.
I just gotta shout out to Hori. I heard it too, Hori.
Heard what?
Yeah, I was about to
You
laugh
said the word
too.
cleavage, so all us guys are like, "Yep,
What?
cleavage."
Oh, no, cleavage. I used to have a shirt. I've had a couple shirts, one of them that said, like, with the diamond thing, perfect. Diamonds have perfect cleavage. They do. It's one of the properties of diamonds. And diamonds have ideal proportions. And so you can, like, have ideal proportions and perfect cleavage. These are properties of a diamond.
Can you stop
And
saying that word,
when,
please?
yeah, when talking about diamonds, that we would, as salespeople, we'd get between like the lab and the salespeople, you'd look at diamonds and say, like, a deep pavilion.
What's it called again, Cammy?
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Perfect cleavage?
Oh, damn it.
Perfect. And diamonds do have, look it up, looking into it. It's one of their perfect. It means that they can cleave like a piece of mica in a direction.
So now that'll be my euphemism when I see a good looking woman. I'll be like, diamonds.
And if she's got a big butt, if she has a big butt, she's got a deep pavilion.
We got to be writing this down.
Busty
deep
people
pavilion.
have deep
All right.
pavilion. High crown angles mean to big chests. Low crown angles is just flat. I mean,
You
I'm
already got
taking
the
notes.
terms,
I'm
it
not
sounds
taking
like.
notes.
Girdles, you're not originally, I mean, there's been guys in the jewelry industry forever. So in the portions of the cut, if you don't think they've been used when describing people walking by and that you can talk in the lingo, I mean, it gets so far. The jewelers are the absolute worst because they sit over their little torches all day and they smell cyanide and all the different chemicals.
Oh Lord.
But they use terms like RCH. I don't even think we can get there. That is the smallest ever increment in jewelry terms. Like if you need something like this almost fits her, but it just needs to be a tiny bit smaller, but not enough to even measure different on a mandrel or an andrel or any measuring device. It needs to go down in RCH, which is a red blank hair on a girl, which is supposedly the finest hair known to man.
RCH. Okay.
So if you see like directions, and I've had
We
customers
say
that
that
have
in construction.
men.
The
I've
CH
had
part, not the R part.
yeah, the RCH, yeah. Yeah, because jewelry you get very, very fine tuned. I mean, our gauges go down to the thousandths of a millimeter, so you have to really take it and dial it in. And I've had to look with the straight basic customers that have said that they've looked at the instructions on their little bag, and the instructions were is like take down 1 RCH, and they're like, "What's an RCH?" And it's like, "Oh, it's a jeweler's measurement. It means just the tiniest." Tiniest of a bit, but yeah.
Did anyone figure it out by you giving that explanation what the RCH stood for?
If they figured it out, they were meant to and had a work sense of humor. You know, I mean, if you could figure it out, you're going to do nothing but laugh at it. Most of our clients were not going to go down. We were downtown.
That's funny.
In a very upscale. I worked in a very, very nice store. So in Denver, we had nice clients, and yeah.
Hey, Cammy, real quick, have you seen Adam Sandler's latest movie called Uncut Gems?
No.
It is fantastic.
I have worked with his cousin before.
Okay, yeah. Well, the movie itself, it's Uncut Gems. So he's a gem dealer, and the movie itself is fantastic. Highly recommend it.
Oh, I will have to
Uncut
see it.
Gems.
Usually that's kind of dangerous when you go into things that represent fields because they get it usually, so wrong in movies.
Yeah.
But this one they might get kind of right because he's got some people in the industry in his family, so he might get this one right.
Oh, that'll be interesting to hear your feedback back on that. I mean, there is a bit of technicality in the movie itself, but that's not the main storyline. The main storyline is his life that's just going sideways, But yeah.
Yeah, and the jewelry industry is a good place for it to do that. Yeah, you have again the crazy jewelers doing that I know and love. You have the watchmakers that take apart and do the watches and the gears and that again it develops their own type of craziness, but wonderful genius people.
Oh man.
And looking at the watches and the inside of watches,
oh my God,
can't help but do that and understand a lot more about how the sky works.
Wow. Yeah.
If we want somebody to put together the skies, we want a watchmaker.
Yeah, I watched a video on a guy cleaning a watch, and I just was like, "You got to be kidding me!"
No.
The oh my god, the pieces were so small, and he's got these little tweezers. I was just like,
Mhm.
I was like, look, I wouldn't know how to tell time. I wouldn't have any clothing. I wouldn't have an automobile. I wouldn't have a stereo system. If it all depended on me, technology, I would be naked and I would carry a stick. I wouldn't. There, that shit
You
blows
have
my
that
mind.
samurai sword in the back.
Well, those aren't mine. This is an Airbnb that I stay at. So this is the host's.
Nice.
They have a whole wall on the living room, just all of these swords. Like they have the sword from Highlander, McLeod's sword. They have
What? There can
they have
be
Inigo.
Yeah, it's huge
one.
one.
They have Inigo Montoya's sword. They have Sting. They have all these swords on the wall over there. Yeah.
Listen, the wall's going crazy over there.
People are amazing. They have amazing skills. Looking in our community, I was noticing that. Wow. I don't know if anybody else got to do it and if we can even play it on there. Alex Michael, Conspiracy Music Guru,
Yeah.
did a version of Overkill, Men at Work.
No way. I love that
I
song.
love that
my
song.
God.
Oh my God,
He
I love
made
that
it
song.
better than the
He's one of my
original.
Are
favorite
you
singers.
serious?
I
Oh, I
am
gotta see
serious.
Oh, we got to play that right now. Somebody
You
play
need
that.
to play it right now.
Oh
Let
man.
me
Do I
see
need to
it.
pull up and link it? It's on
his musical range, like he can go from rock to
Yeah.
acoustic to
He is-
reggae
Oh my
to
God.
fucking
I
like,
listen.
country. The guy is intensely insane. He's
I
insane.
listen.
That's what I mean. We have such intensely, incredibly amazing people everywhere we go. Again, take your jewelry industry in there. This is what like they're trying to get rid of in the world and take over and make everything automated, but it can't be done. The brilliance can't be Prozac or volumed out of us. If we can play this song,
I'll play it right now.
you got it up. It doesn't get any better than this.
Wow.
Love Alex.
Yeah. Shout out
Love
to
having
Alex,
him.
dude. Yeah.
Miss having you at my. I still have your muffler when he was at in Denver. He was at our house and he left this really furry muffler that I hold and think of him. He also the guitar he's playing in this video. It's really special. We were out with him when he bought this guitar at Guitar Center with him. We went out driving it. And this was our road trip out with him, and he used that guitar, and it just gave me such warm fuzzies and a hug from him.
Who are we talking about?
Alex Michael, Conspiracy
You went
Music
with
Guru.
him where? No, I know who you're talking. He's a good friend.
I went with him to Guitar Center in Denver when he
Oh
was
wow! Oh, when
Denver-
you were at the convention.
Yeah, we lived in
Awesome.
Denver right by the
Before
our
he
house
moved to Spain.
Yeah, before we moved here to South Carolina, we were like
And
literally
he moved too.
2 miles. He was in Spain before. He was
But-
in
oh,
Spain.
so
He's been in
he
Spain for a long
visited
time.
Denver.
He came to Denver for the conference.
Right.
We lived in Denver right by the conference center, literally on the same street a few miles down the road. It was Robbie kind of set it up that way. I found out in hindsight. I was like, wow, how did this happen? And then Robbie is like, well, because like I looked up convention center, saw your address, and it's like, wow, it's on the same street as me even. It wasn't Denver. It was crazy. It was like literally 4.5 miles down on the same street.
Give me 1 second on that video.
But so he came over to the house and we went shopping. He wanted something to remember the conference and everything by, and he got a new guitar in Denver. And the guitar that he got, that we were out there shopping and trying out, where you go in Guitar Center and go in the room and try out all the guitars. We had an outing where we tried out all the guitars and he was, trying them out, and we got to watch him. And the guitar he's playing in this video is the one he got in Denver. So it gives a really,
song you can't play in
really warm,
Guitar Center?
fuzzy memory. I'll shut up and you can play it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. I brought it up, but I'm not sure how to screen share on.
Down in the middle of your screen if you're on your PC.
Yeah, it should be at the bottom.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay. And I think we're right here.
So excited. This song is
Blast
amazing.
it.
I love this song.
No, not. Yeah, there we go. Are we seeing?
Did you share your sound as well? When you click share screen, there should be a little checkbox at the bottom that says share system sound as well.
You are screen sharing.
So go ahead, stop screen sharing and start again. We'll just make this real difficult.
No, it's okay. I want to know how to do it. So share screen, the green button. Share sound. I see what you mean.
Yep. There. Click
Sounds good. Click the junks. Share ski, but there ski.
Nah, you should be good.
All righty. And let's do a little full screen here. Make it real nice and bright for you.
Yeah.
Crank it. Wherever you are, crank that shit.
Oh my gosh.
I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving in too deep, or possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations that will be alright. Perhaps it's just an imagination. Day after day it reappears. Night after night my heartbeat shows to feel. Ghosts appear and fade away. Alone between the sheets only brings exasperation. It's time to walk the streets, smell the desperation. At least there's pretty lights, although there's little variation. It nullifies the light from overkill. Day after day it reappears. Night after night my heartbeat shows to feel. Ghosts appear and fade away. I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving in too deep, and possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations that I know will be alright. It's just overkill. Day after day it reappears. Night after night my heartbeat shows to feel. Ghosts appear and fade away. Ghosts appear and fade away.
Oh my God.
Great song.
That was
dude.
insanely
Holy shit,
amazing.
It was killing me not to sing along.
I know. I know
I was fighting it.
exactly.
Mute your mic and sing along. I was singing the whole time.
Yeah. I should have muted my mic, but oh man.
What is that?
So good, man.
Yeah, that was worth all the fumbling and the anticipation. How freaking good is he?
But the thing is if you were to just hear that song, you're like, wow, fucking amazing, man. And then you go to another one of his songs and you're like, what? That's the same guy?
Same dude, country, metal, rappy,
No.
badassness, just everywhere.
I'm telling you, man, it's freaky. That's crazy.
We've got to get Alex on here, damn it. We keep saying that, and then we never
You know
do.
what? He would come to. He's the nicest person in the world. His wife is lovely. He probably will not make it out here to another conference because the traveling just was really hard for him, and seeing all the people was very overwhelming. Like he says, he's like lives in a very quiet thing and does all of his stuff right out of his house. So it was really overwhelming, and it took him a long time to like recover from the conference. So he's, if he had to do it all over again, he would. a once in a lifetime experience. But yeah, he's just a really genuine, wonderful, nice person. Somebody that again you want to sit around that fire around and party with. I mean, just great guy. They couldn't be nicer people.
Yeah, absolutely.
They invited us to Spain, and I was trying to figure out a way to make it possible in our list of dreams. And right now, of course, with the COVID, it's not. But that is a dream that if things ever get back to normal, I'd love to go out and see his area, the woods. It looks
Yeah, that'd be
beautiful,
awesome.
and that's where
Travel
he
over
and
there.
Stellium are
And
doing.
he's really
all of
learning to
it.
homestead now. So he's got like his whole like survivalist thing he's doing. Learning to grow plants and eat off the land. He's got his own thing going on.
He's got his own thing going, and then his best friend, you guys know his best friend, who was also at Denver with him at the conference, and is a chiropractor too, and was able to fix my back. So he's my hero. But Mike, also known as Stellium 777, is who does all of those work on the giant fossils. So if you're looking at like the different mountain fossils and that, and where the heart is, and he's done all kinds of work. If you've not checked out Stellium 777's channel, check it out. And again, he's right nearby Alec, and just great people, fun people, and the work
So
that
it was
they're
asked
doing.
in chat, and I'm asking in chat, where did you get that video? I'm looking for it and cannot find it. I was going to share it.
It's on Facebook.
It's only on Facebook.
Oh,
I
it's
don't know
not on
why
his
it's not
channel
on
yet.
his YouTube channel
That's
now.
why I can't find it. Would you drop that link for us, Mike? I don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not very fluid.
But there's another
fluent
link that
in
says
Facebook.
go to my YouTube channel. I didn't click it, so I don't know if that actually sends me to where the.
Well, that's
video-
where I went first, and the last one is his.
It's not on
news
his
with the
Alex
metal.
Mike. Conspiracy.
I mean, no, the not that one. It's the one with the
Bob
soul
Dylan.
and soul of the devil.
Yeah, Bob Dylan, the devil. Yeah, Bob Dylan. That's
So
that's what I
was
mean.
just watching the metal one while ago.
Show that one. Let me play that
Yeah,
one.
show that one for divorce.
Let me play that one.
Yeah.
So hold on one second.
Yeah, he's better than
because that's a
Fleetwood Mac
good
all by himself.
Because that's a good I guess same
range.
Yeah, same sort of. Yeah, he's got the harmonica going. I mean, the guy plays the drums, the piano. Dude,
just super talented.
I'm waiting.
Wow, blows my mind.
I'm waiting for True Solfeggio too, because I play that album all.
He's got that. Yeah,
the Smurping time.
He's got
that.
The
Solfeggio album is great. I like him because he's a lot like, well, to me, Mark Knopfler or Fleetwood Mac. That I used to love listening to Fleetwood Mac and bringing the old stuff to the new stuff, because you can listen to one band, but it sounds like you could be listening to 10 different bands depending on their mood.
Yeah.
You go back to the Hypnotized on the old stuff. And
Hypnotized. I love that song. That song is amazing.
Agreed. One of my favorites that people
Oh my God, I've never heard anybody else say that. I love you. That is that song, honest to God. Really, when I heard that song, I was like, this is amazing music right here.
It is. It was amazing music. And I was following it at the time. And when I was following Hypnotized, I was also following a little band called Buckingham Nicks. And it was before they were together. I was a big Buckingham Nicks fan.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I like
yeah.
The two merge. But again, you have the band and you can listen to it. And again, between the different songs, you don't really, it's like hearing every genre of music, really, between Tusk and, their whole range. Alex Michael is the same. He, except for he's not a whole band, he's just him. And yet he pulls off every different sound. And,
I think that's what I was looking for. It's not the range of like the style, because this is kind of the same style, but it's his ability to sound like better than the person who originally sang it.
Well,
that's
when
one
he
of
started
my favorite
singing,
things too, is finding songs that people cover better than the artists. I think we should make a list of that. And nothing
That's
is
a good one. That is good.
Yeah, nothing is as good as like, again, when you find a song and somebody hits it more passionate than the original artist. I really bond with those, especially the young artists doing it.
Somewhere I've got a cover of Paradise by the Dashboard Lights that I absolutely love. I'll have to see if I can
really
dig that up. Mm-hmm.
Better than the original?
That's pretty damn good.
When he started singing, I was like, wow.
I sold my soul to the devil. I sold it for fortune and for fame. Well, I'm starting to regret my decision. I wish I had my soul back again.
Why are you still there? Why are you still out here? Oh, that's right. That's holding up my hand.
Well, I sold it to the chief commander. In this world, and a world we just don't see. Well, I'm keeping up my end of the bargain. And this will be my destiny. Yes, I sold my soul to the devil. I sold it for fortune and for fame. Well, I'm starting to regret my decision. I wish I had my soul back again.
What was your bargain to get where I am now? Should I ask who you made the bargain with? with the chief commander. On this earth? And this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
Well, the devil gave me things I'd always dreamed of. In fact, that dude wrote all of my songs. They were magically crafted from the darkest of realms. The wizard makes you blindly sing along. So sing along, cause I sold my soul to the devil. I sold it for fortune and for fame. Well, I'm starting to regret my decision. I wish I had my soul back again.
Try to sit down and write something like that. There's a magic to that, and it's not Siegfried and Roy kind of magic. It's a different kind of penetrating magic.
Well, I wish I never went to those crossroads to make a deal that got me where I am. Look into my eyes, you can see I'm dead inside. My soul is gone and I'm a broken man. Cause I sold my soul to the devil. I sold it for fortune and for fame. Yeah, I'm starting to regret my decision. Yeah, I wish I had my soul back again.
That's when I went to the crossroads and made that big deal. One night, and then went back to Minneapolis, and I was like, hey, where's this guy been? He went to the crossroads.
Well, I lost the only thing that matters. I'm so empty and so torn, can't you tell? So Lord, I ask you for forgiveness, cause I don't wanna end up in hell. Cause I sold my soul to the devil. I sold it for fortune and for fame. Well, I'm starting to regret my decision. I wish I had my soul back again.
Man, oh man.
Yes. The man. The
Man,
legend.
oh man.
Yes. Hey, I'm about to drop the link to that first song in the chat, just so if you hear me chat, this is the link to that first song.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
Recover Silence done better than the artist. I'm going to put
And
in a
don't
vote.
forget, he called out Dave.
That was hilarious.
No, listen. Okay, never mind. Just Dave's a good sport, man. I think we all are.
Great, man. Dave's brilliant.
That was perfect at the conference. That was perfect at Oktoberfest. That video.
What was the cover? What were you going to say, Cammy, about the cover?
Oh, I
Even
was going
better?
to say covers better than the original artists. If we put in votes, I would put in Sarah Bareilles for Yellow
the
Brick
list.
Road.
Okay.
Wait, what?
My
Have
first.
I missed this?
Yeah, I haven't heard that, but I'll take
Oh,
it.
Drop me a
it's
link. Yeah.
Can't-
so
Candy?
good.
Oh, this is the best.
It would have to be really amazing because that's one of my favorite songs.
Can
finally
we
understood
play
the
it?
word.
You understand
Probably
the words
not
when you listen to it
easily.
here?
I mean, I don't know. We always.
I don't
we
know.
don't
That'd be
care.
kind of sketchy, guys. I don't.
But
I
we
wouldn't
would
risk
probably
that
get
one.
Josh, can you share that? What I just
And we've
sent
also
you?
been like killed live before doing music or something. What was that? Oh, that was.
So I
Walt
made
Whitman
another
played.
one, Cammy. I made
I think
another
they
one.
give you a worm. They give you. What did you make another one? Another way.
Another one of Weiss. He said something, caught,
Oh.
and then he caught himself and said, "Oh gosh, somebody's gonna clip this now," and so I did.
I would say one of my covers that I think is better than the original is the Gary Jules cover of Mad World.
Here we go.
Oh, amazing!
Someone's gonna take that
Holy crap, that's a great song.
I mean,
Okay, I'm going to top you. I'm going to top you. Mad World. I'm going to say that the best version of Mad World ever was done by Jaden Riley.
Jaden Riley.
I think we should have a contest
Look,
on
this is deep knowledge. This is deep music
I
knowledge.
don't know,
Right
but
Jaden Riley, never heard of that.
Cammy's
one,
gonna
but now-
win. I already know Cammy's gonna win.
Okay,
Okay, I've got one obscure that's amazing, and if you've
All right,
never
go
heard it, go hear it now. White Rabbit by a band called Sanctuary. It has an intro
I know
solo.
Sanctuary. I know that group.
Dude, Dave Mustaine found them, produced that album, and does a lead solo
Yeah.
for that song, and it's fucking amazing.
Sanctuary
when
was
Dane
a
hits
great
that
hair
high
band in the
note
80s.
about the hookah smoking caterpillar, I would do it, but I would wake the neighbors. So, but yeah, that's
Put that
an
shit in
amazing
the chat. I'm
version.
gonna forget this.
I'm gonna drop it.
I have a belt buckle with that caterpillar on it.
Nice.
Alice in Wonderland.
So here's another cover that I think is better, but I don't know. I'm just gonna say it. Well, you know what? I'm gonna look for it first. Then I'll post it.
Okay, I just posted Mad World in the chat. If somebody picks it up, I think if you tried to play this on the show, I don't think they would. They might give you a warning, but they might let you play it on
Say
it.
the
She's
name again.
covering Jaden Riley, Mad World, and I dropped it in the chat. I just dropped it in now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, Cameron. You and I don't have a great track record with suggesting playing things.
Oh, do I mess up a lot? Or
We've both gotten a shutdown. I know I have, and I know you did.
A shutdown, not
just a warning. Like y'all are
3
not
months
here
on the
anymore,
podcast
guys.
channel.
Stop all breaks.
February. God creating the earth thing. My debut.
Did we lose Sir Zach?
No, I'm here.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Never. Oh, did you get my hat done yet? Are you in the hat? Are you in the hat mood yet? Zach? In the hat mood yet?
So there's the link in the show chat. I'll drop it here in the call too.
See, I don't see playing like Jaden's any different than playing Alex's from his channel. She's not a. I'm just confused about what their rules are. I could see on the original, but just a cover on it, I don't. Sarah Bareilles would be more up in the air because she's a big name, but Jaden Riley is. I don't think she's even 18 yet, and she's not. She's not very. When you look at the video, you'll see she's.
I just clicked on it, so we might.
There's David.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah.
Huh?
I can. I'm looking at the.
I'm playing it. Can I share it?
Well, part of the thing is the video, and I don't know if we can share
Internet
with that.
connection is unstable.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on just a second. We're going to play this video Mike made of David Weiss.
Nice.
Okay, now
I'm not purist. Oh, here we go.
Right.
Someone's going to take that fucking clip.
Yeah. You got to hear it from the beginning. Here, let it run back again.
I'm a nut purist. Oh, here we go. Someone's going to take that fucking clip.
Yeah. I'm a nut purist.
He's a pure nut, is what the
and
fuck.
Alex is going to take the compilation of all of them. He's got I think he's up to like 8 or 9 clips of David saying something about he loves balls and this and that.
And that one you need the nut purist. You need to do what's her name's Truth Smacks, the nut trail mix with. Yeah, link it.
Well, that's what he was
baby.
talking about. That's what
Mhm.
that's why he was explaining nuts to Conspiracy Castle. He was saying, I really I know all about nuts.
That trail mix really, really is good. It's like really good.
She sent me 2 bags. I featured them on my show. I said, send me some, and she sure did. She sent me the peppermint one and the other one, and you wouldn't think that peppermint goes good, but it opens up your nostrils and it tastes good. I kept reaching back in. They're great.
Right. I didn't expect it at all I didn't expect the peppermint to be as good as it was, and it was like really strangely wonderful.
Strangely really wonderful. Isn't that
strangely
a weird way?
wonderful? Yeah.
That's a great way to say it.
It's like dipping peanut butter sandwiches into chili.
You would never.
God,
is that
yes.
good? I mean, wait a minute. Is that just
what?
Did you just
Wait,
say
wait,
Tammy,
wait,
hold
wait,
on.
wait.
You just broke the internet.
What?
No, that's common. I always add a spoonful of peanut butter to my bowl of chili.
Oh yeah, it's the bomb.
What?
Peanut butter
Yes, no.
sandwich in chili.
What did I
Yes.
get into? I'm losing it.
Okay, no.
Man, see it on my lunch tray right now.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, exactly.
I threw up.
That's
Are
why
we
they
being-
serve.
What's happening?
What
I
is
know,
wrong with
That's
you?
what I'm
That's what
doing,
they
Mike.
serve.
Me too, Travis. Don't worry. My brain is not even computing right now.
Try
I
it.
am shut down. I'm
You
like,
tried like, oh my God, that is not
rebooting,
what I was expecting.
rebooting.
They're both like agreeing. They're like, yeah,
I have never. Okay, listen. I have never been to it. Okay, look. I've been to chili cook-offs. I've been to
Right?
chili. Okay,
in DC. I love
listen,
chili cook-offs.
you get. I have been to chili cook-offs. Never has any booth ever said, try it with peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
What is wrong with these people?
Did they put a
Sandwiches on
list
the
of
side,
ingredients?
White bread sandwiches.
Do they have a list of ingredients of everything that's in their chili at these chili cook-offs? Because I bet
Yeah,
you some of
Travis,
them have it put
sounds
in
like
there
the same.
already.
Travis, it sounds like the
It's
same
a
group of people
secret
that think the
ingredient.
world is a flying
He's
ball.
breaking down too. I'm with him, dude.
All right.
I'm right there with
I
both of
hear
y'all.
ya.
I
He
don't
doesn't
even know
get
what
it.
the
He's like,
fuck.
boop, bop, beep.
I get it.
You know what?
No, I'm gone on that.
I was on banana medicine because I was sick on something when I was a kid, right? Banana medicine. And they said, don't run around so much because you'll throw up. You might throw up. Well, we had chili. Oh, you always got the ice cream too.
Oh,
the,
God.
the sandwich and the ice cream and the chili. And so guess who was first in line coming in from recess? Cricket Briscoe.
Right.
Guess who threw up right there? Cricket Briscoe. Nurse called Cricket's mom, and Cricket's mom said, oh, because I did it on purpose, right? She said, that's the medicine. She's actually fine. I guess I thought I was going to go home or something. Right there, chili.
No.
Yeah. Oh, the ice cream.
Okay, I'm gonna
sorry.
put this out as a New Year's challenge for 2022. Next time you have a nice red chili, make a peanut butter sandwich and dip it in, take a bite. I did make Glowbusters take this challenge, and he is now a huge peanut butter and chili fan. I gotta tell you.
My brain won't even go there. It's
Oh,
like,
it is. It's
no.
Oh yes,
We'll have to do it.
And I've tried some bizarre combinations people have offered me. Going,
Look.
yeah, why not? I'll try anything once, twice if I like it. And
I'll try it for sure.
It's like,
I mean, you got bread. We do crackers. You got the peanut butter. There's nuts in a lot of chili. Actually, there's actually peanuts in a lot of chili.
It's
I've
just
never
it
had
works
peanut
good.
chili.
something
Travis,
else I've
had
done
it.
is just add peanuts directly to the chili.
help me, Travis.
They
Peanut-
get soft
peanut
when
chili?
you crack them all day. They get real soft.
I can't help you.
And I used to work at a chili parlor. I don't know if you've ever heard of chili mac, but that's the best ever. Is you put chili on top of spaghetti noodles with cheddar cheese, jalapenos, tomatoes,
Yeah, that's
onions.
the thing.
Chili and macaroni and cheese.
Chili mac.
Chili and macaroni and cheese.
You can buy that in a can, but you can't buy
That
chili
was,
with
you can make
fucking
that by
peanut butter
yourself
in it.
when you're like,
Okay, you guys. Glowbusters just walked in here. He has no Bob. He has no idea what we were talking about. But here, we're going to do this thorough growth.
So not only can you buy chili with peanut butter in it, you can buy peanut butter with chilies in it, according
you
to
dip?
Voynich.
A peanut butter
Okay.
sandwich in chili.
No, she's not quite. Yeah, it has to be the sandwich. What you do is you just take some peanut butter, spread it on the sandwich, fold the sandwich in half, and then when you have like that nice chili with the chili pepper sauce, you just dip that peanut butter sandwich in the sauce, and of the chili. It's the best thing ever.
I might maybe this is weird, but I toast my bread for my peanut butter and jelly,
Amen,
and I dip
brother.
it
Do that
into milk.
sometimes. I'll drink a milk with it, but I don't.
dip it into the milk cup all the way down, soak it up.
I've never been one for soggy things.
Why do you
I
toast
never
it
did the
then?
cookie dipping.
But I do that. It's good as shit.
Iron
I'm
Horse
back
is
here.
in the chat.
Yeah.
What's up,
I'm back
Ross
here. I
Hoss?
just did that just so you knew I cannot tell a lie. I wasn't making that up. He did
I'll
like
have
it.
to
It was
try yours.
surprisingly good.
I mean, I'll try anything.
You know what?
once,
Listen, I'm really
but-
interested. I will go to the store this weekend. I'll go to the store. I won't buy Hormel. I'll go find some
good chili.
I'll go find some, good chili that's whatever.
Top shelf.
And
Gotta reach
top
up.
shelf. And I'll give it a try this weekend. I'll try it.
All right. You let me know how
I
it
don't know
goes.
if anybody in your guys' part of the
Government
country
chili,
does
government peanut
Tabasco
butter.
like exist. Is that a thing up north? I don't know how big they are in the
I
world.
didn't hear you. Say it again. Say it again. Walt.
Tabasco sauce.
I don't do Tabasco. I usually
Okay,
go
well,
to
they make
Cholula.
a chili starter in a glass jar that I'll go to as a quick go when I don't want to break down and do the whole 9 yards for myself. And it's great. You can doctor it, you can play with it, you can add a can of beer to it, and it is amazing. So for a quick chili fix, look for the Tabasco. I didn't get paid for this, but maybe I'll get a free can.
So
Jar.
it's like being a flat earther. When you first find flat Earth, it's not exactly what you expect. It's not once you do it, you realize everything, all your preconceived notions
This makes sense.
are
This is
blown
starting
out
to
of the
make
water.
sense.
When you put peanut butter in your chili,
After
you're
there,
like,
anything's on the
oh,
fucking
that's
book,
not
right?
what I thought it was going to be. That is so much better than I had imagined in my brain.
And now I'm open to new ideas.
It's worth it. It's definitely worth
Now we're eating pickles and ice cream.
That's just wrong.
Travis, do you ever come get to Texas?
You know what? I am hopefully going to be heading west because Latter-day Saints has a Chihuahua, Mexican hair, some kind of mixed puppy, black and white puppy, cute. And so I'm going to drive across the country to California to get that puppy.
Wow.
So I will be heading to or through Texas, I'm sure, because I'll have to get there somehow. But I don't know where Taylor is along.
Austin.
Okay.
Where
Okay, so
Samsung's coming,
toward the
blow up
west.
the world.
Toward the west, right?
Middle, central.
Okay.
Central.
All right.
South
I'll
of Dallas.
keep it in the back of my mind.
Because I'll hitch a ride.
I'll keep it in the front of my mind. Sorry about that. Keep it in the front of my mind.
The forefront.
Forefront. Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to get a traveling buddy since I, drive.
Are you owner operator? Can you have capacity?
No, I'm not an owner operator, but I talked to my boss and she caved in because I showed her the picture. She's like, "Oh, that is a damn."
It must be a cute dog. Well, we have been joined. Everyone, be careful. Watch out for any, stray fish hooks. Oh, his camera's still loading. Damn it! I'm jumping the gun.
That's a dangerous sign when he's loading his camera.
When he's loading the camera, yeah, definitely watch out for fish hooks.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Oh my goodness. What is
Hello.
happening?
How are you guys doing?
Oh my God, I gotta get this one.
Oh man,
this
this is
ever.
now crossed over to a dating channel. I am bachelor number 1.
Well, somebody melted the key to my chastity belt, Ian. So you're gonna have to wait. Is this not too much,
This is
dudes?
great, dude. How
I cannot even stand what's going on right now.
That's the most amazing thing.
And I'm sober.
I mean, geez, I just had to come and just show you guys my favorite new vintage Coca-Cola filter. And yeah, I stuck this girl from, real ad. And I swear it's not me photoshopped. I look just like her.
Yeah, that is amazing.
I gotta
been
get
practicing.
that filter right now. I'm going to get it.
Oh man, I've been enjoying the show. Just great talk. Happy New Year's, everybody. It's 2022 in a couple of hours, but I'm going to say it first.
It's January Fool's Day.
What's happening right now?
What's happening right now? We've entered an alternate dimension.
January Fool's Day.
Yeah, you know, like when they
Make it
changed the
stop.
calendar and suddenly people were April Fools
Lord,
for
make it
believing
stop.
that was the first day of the year. Well, we think they're all January Fools for thinking that's the first day of the year.
Okay, somebody said I should.
Somebody
said I should make it stop. Let's make it stop. Ready?
No, it's too much.
Oh, even better.
Oh God! Go back! Hurry!
Hurry!
That's like the glitch. That's like the glitch and They Live, right?
Oh yeah.
The glasses are much better. I'd rather be asleep.
Yeah, put the glasses back on.
Right?
Take them off. I mean,
It's the difference between 3 a.m. and 9 a.m.
I have been fooling so many people with my girl filters. It's just I don't know why, but I love doing this. But what drives me this is so wild because I have a full goatee and beard. Like how does it take it off? What the
We're
hell?
gonna be talking about this shit on Sunday.
It's called AI. Can do whatever it wants. On
right.
Sunday?
Yeah.
That's right.
Allison, hey, good to see you finally putting a face on the name. Hi.
No way.
Yeah,
Really?
I didn't know what you looked like. I just had to go with your soul.
Did it match?
Yes, double thumbs up.
I'm wearing my Melodome shirt in public tonight out here with these people. So I just want to let you know. They don't know yet. I hint. You know, I'm not ready to be, they'll know. They'll find out.
Harry, is your filter on auto smile or is that just your natural, beautiful golden smile?
Dude, I'm missing a tooth. And it doesn't even show you that.
Oh, dude, we don't even need dentures anymore. We can just fucking have a filter in virtual world.
It's either this or I look like I can look like what's his name? Patrick Swayze on acid.
That's not bad. No, what's his name?
Have you been in the metaverse yet, Hori?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, it depends on what metaverse we're talking about because there's several. Sorry, I should have put the filter back on.
You know he's into the metaverse.
The Mark Zuckerberg Facebook one.
Well, no, not Facebook Horizons, but I did go into what Oculus labels metaverse in their app folder or library, and that was like, dude, it was like going to a space museum. Like everything is space. Like every room you go in is a new journey to Saturn.
An experience.
Yeah, an experience. Complete brainwashing.
It's not experience.
It's sad.
They're getting the kids to jump on these goggles. They're giving it to people like free. You think that this virtual world costs $299? It's worth more to them to have you suckered into the bullshit that they're going to feed your children than for later on down the road that they're going to spend their entire life savings back into Facebook. So they give it to you for basically nothing.
And space research is all funnels money back into their pockets as long as they keep us believing in this garbage. And VR is
phone in their hands and phones are phones. Here you go, babies. Here's your. Let's get you involved in your world as a baby. And now the new ones coming out don't get to see any people, so
it's fucking
absolutely insane.
Yeah, first the mask and then the eyes. It's like now you got a mask and goggles on everywhere you go. You're never gonna fucking see another human being in your life.
Oh, we're past that point now.
Guy pay?
I'm glad I'm 54.
Didn't that one?
Bezos?
Some guy paid to be Snoop Dogg's neighbor in one of these metaverses.
Oh God!
No, these are NFTs. NFTs now.
$200,000. This guy paid.
Digital property, a ship. Someone built a fucking Minecraft ship and it's sold because you can go in and like own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like 600,000.
63 million. No, like
or 63 million? Oh God!
Millions, homie. The shit's
I thought
ridiculous.
It was 600,000. Even then, is NFTs, virtual property. Like they want you to be all about like owning fake stuff and actually
being happy
with that.
And I
That's the
wouldn't pay
Klaus-
that's the
Klaus
$1.99
motto.
to change my Pokemon avatar shirt. So, Jesus.
Dude, that's where it's
You're going to
going.
live in a hologram for the rest of your life, and you're never going to step outside of your house because you're just going to have a drone bring you food.
I'm in a hologram now.
Like, do you get it? Does anyone get it? What's going to happen? We're never going to leave our houses. We're
We
going to be in
will.
adult
You
timeout
have seen
forever.
Wall-E, right? You have seen the people in the ship, right? Just saying.
Yeah.
Talk about what
Right
you
in their
want,
recliners,
not what
Yeah,
you
getting
don't
their
want.
big drink and watching their fucking TV.
There's a movie called Surrogate with Bruce Willis, and that's the one you're going to want to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
That's the
Fucking
one that
A, dude.
shows what's going to
Yep.
happen.
That's good shit. Yep.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen? Just go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, and then you. Smallfoot. If you have not seen Smallfoot, I took my kids to go see that.
He got all like dressed up and became a person and all that.
No.
Which
Okay,
one
look,
am I thinking of?
Look, I don't know, but Smallfoot is the opposite of Bigfoot. So the Bigfoot, the Sasquatch, are up in the Andes Mountains, and they have a legend of small feet human people down below. Right? So they flip the narrative.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, listen, you need to watch this movie. I was the only one in the theater laughing because I got it.
Right.
Man, that movie is amazing. You need to watch Smallfoot. Go ahead, Hori.
So, oh man, I can only imagine what is in movies nowadays. And please, no Matrix 4 spoilers. I don't want to hear it yet, but I'm sure that stuff is in that one too. I'm watching it in February. God, it's the hardest thing for me to do because I have it on my hard drive right now. And
Where did you see that movie?
Hey,
Where was
don't
it?
watch
Is
it.
it-
Don't ruin what number one did for you, man. Don't do it.
I was about to say, from what I hear, I don't even want to see it, and it's free for me to watch right now if I want to because it's on.
Oh yeah, it's on HBO. I heard.
Yeah, that's it. I knew it was on one of them.
Yeah,
Amazon.
No thanks. Any of these movies that are coming out, man, they're just like 10-minute production. Like,
have you guys watched Ready Player One yet? Speaking of this VR
The
stuff.
book. No. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm gonna be a purist. I read the book first. I loved the book. 10 minutes into the movie, I pushed stop.
Really?
They stole my video game idea.
Just saying.
Dude,
I
so
don't think I knew it was a novel, so I'd like to read it now, Travis.
And they do that a lot too. They ruin it with movies, right? But Ready Player One, I watched that just recently. I mean, I'm late as hell. I don't watch movies whatsoever. But if
I'm always late to the show. Don't worry.
if my gut
Always late.
tells me to do it, I'm gonna do it, and I don't care if I'm gonna like it or not. And I'm glad I watched that movie because look, what I saw in that movie was technology that we are already having developed. The guy is walking on a treadmill and running in VR. We have that. The bodysuit that you get touched in virtual reality and you feel it, we have that.
Haptic feel.
Haptics. Like I mean, once they have crotch haptics, I'm good. I'm done.
Hori's never coming out of the metaverse.
I'm never taking it off.
That's it, man. Oh yeah. Wow.
As soon as I can go in VR and get groped, I don't care who it is.
Go in VR and get groped. Is that what you said?
Yes,
that's what he said.
indeed.
That's what he said.
You're not hearing things.
Okay.
It's like you said, you can go down this hallway and go to Saturn and go on a journey of Saturn. They're gonna be like, "Come on in here to dominate." They already have that crap, you know. Like, and then you got, like you said, you got the haptic touch. They said that you're gonna be able to experience someone else's feelings.
Okay, I can
Like,
already
you're
do
never-
that.
Like, you're never gonna.
I have to deal
they
with that
want
on
to
a
hub
daily
you
fucking
into
basis.
this
I
one-
can't even handle my own, bro.
Right.
Well, that's the thing about
you don't have to
VR,
go to Hawaii. Someone else can go for you.
Look, what they're doing is now you can go and download a mod for, I don't know if anybody plays Skyrim. Skyrim is a really popular PC game. It's been around for years. Well, somebody modded the flat screen PC Skyrim game into VR. And now you have like a whole full body avatar, whatever armor you wearing shows up. You can look at it. I mean, it's amazing. What they've also done is allowed you to download a mod. And if you use this like forehead cap type of thing, it connects to the game. And it allows you to, like if you're going to cast a fireball and you want to make the fireball even stronger, you just will it. to be stronger with your mind, and it reads your brain waves and makes the fireball stronger. There's already games you can control with your mind in just the same way.
They've been had that too.
This is not this ain't new,
paraplegic
right?
doing Pong back like 12, 15 years ago. That blew my mind. And I'm like, that's where the
Same
brain
thing.
chips are coming in. They want to plug into you and
That's
get
it.
a one hive mind.
where it's going.
Transhumanism is happening. It's happening right now, and they're in the beginning little trial stage.
Yeah, they're going to start off with little gloves and little things that put pressure on your fingers, and it's already coming out. It's already out already. You can buy them. You can make them for like $40. Make your own with pulleys and everything. The tutorials online, all that. But they're making it more mainstream. And after that, they're going to say, yeah, that's good. But hey, and Elon Musk is going to pilot this too. Watch. Oh, we got this brain chip. Yeah, just put the brain chip in. It'll interface with your VR. You won't need the whole haptic suit. You'll just feel everything that they want you to feel. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time before that happens, and it's a matter of time before they abuse it. And I think it's already in that stage of being abused. And they'll be able to read our brains, tell our thoughts, record our dreams, and subconscious.
Already done. They can already
They'll be able
do
to
it.
torture you at the push of a button. They'll just be able to torture you.
Imagine a world where people walk around with devices plugged into their ears that are accessible by any fucking body with the technology, that are wireless and connected to the fucking world. I mean, how many people already lose their shit and say, "Oh, boys told me to do this"? So the people are walking around now and have been for 10 years with fucking wireless headphones that people can hack into and tell them to do shit, and that's God talking to them or what the fuck ever.
They are literally like
That's the new Black Mirror.
It's called Voice of God weapons. I just did a whole 2 hours of research on that technology specifically. It's the same thing they stuck on that jet during, I guess, the Cold War or whatever, and they made all the Iraqi soldiers drop their weapons because they thought they heard the voice of Allah telling them to stop. Yeah,
not just drop them.
Fucking
They
A,
like
buddy.
took them
No,
apart.
surrender and...
Yeah, they took
They've
them
claimed
apart.
to download
That's crazy
a
shit
conscious
right there.
already. They have claimed that that it is possible to download a human's conscious onto storage. Because what is the human conscious, as they say, other than that little thing under the pineal gland that they can't figure out? They say that it's just what? Electrical signals. You know, and that they can read your mind. They can literally map out what your thoughts and dreams are, like Harry was saying. Show it to you on a screen. Like the shit that we saw as kids in movies, man.
This is crazy.
Christopher Walken movie where they recorded him dying. Oh man!
I wanna show y'all something. I want to show y'all.
Wait a minute, Corey. Come on, take it easy, bro.
He's breaking.
Look, I will
pop out for a little bit. I'll be back.
Okay,
all right, lady, be careful.
I'm gonna show y'all a video. This came out 5 years ago. This is well before anything VR. Okay. And I'm not going to play any sound. I'm just going to skip through it so we don't get copyrighted or anything. But just take a look at the devices on the shelf right there. Oddly familiar to the Oculus packaging. This little guy is like in a factory, and he's basically like making them and trying to figure out. He's taking them apart to see what the hell they are, what they do. And basically, you know, you got this overlord boss making them all build these things. Do it, do it, do it. And this whole gray world, and everybody's all sad. Look, oh. But he goes and he's like, what the hell is this thing? And he puts it on. And
he goes in the closet to hide, right?
He goes wherever he goes to see what this technology is he's helping make and create. And it turns his world into this beautiful, fantastical place. And this is what they're doing. This is what they want from us. They want this world to be so ass that we'll put these goggles on and everything will be better.
There you go.
And we're gonna
you can't go outside because the sky's full of chemtrails.
I said, you don't have to go to Hawaii
because the fucking shit falls on them. You can't fucking go
you don't have
anywhere
to go
because they got you
whitewater
shut
rafting.
down.
You
Sure,
don't have to
everybody
go on
wants to fucking plug in.
You don't have to go on a roller coaster.
That song's called Hellbent by Kenna. You guys check it out. Go to Google. It's not on YouTube. Hellbent by Kenna. A one-man band, freaking awesome music. And that video will give you goosebumps. It gave me goosebumps 5 years ago. And I watch it now and I'm horrified. You know? And then there's another one. Is it Disillusioned by A Perfect Circle? I'll pull that one up while you guys talk for a second. I'll show you that.
I don't even play that shit.
Tapping into that one right there.
Yeah. That was really the beginning of my final saying goodbye to Mr. Maynard.
Yeesh. I know, brah. Well, I don't know. Is he trying to save us? Is he trying to save us and tell us, hey, get ready for this? Or is he trying to freaking promote it?
Maynard James Keelan. If I didn't say that clearly enough, fuck you, Maynard. Thank you.
I don't know how I feel about it. Well, but this is the reality.
13 years. Give me a fucking break. Sorry. Little pin up anger there.
This is the world we're going towards right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's already here for some of us and people like myself, but I'm this chick and I'm watching it, you know, and y'all have to watch this video. It's called Disillusioned by Perfect Circle.
Hey, Hori, put it in the chat, please.
Yeah, I'll link it right now.
That reminds that just that little clip that you played reminds me of this meme where all the kids are in the classroom and they're all plugged into the tube above the back of their head, and the one kid's like trying to climb out to go to the beautiful outside, you know, and they're like, I can see the outside, but they're making me sit in this fucking chair and like listen to what they say.
Just be ready.
Dystopian shit.
Be ready. This is the future they're trying to push on us. And between those two videos, I mean, one of them was 5 years old. This Delusion video came out in 2018. This was still before VR was a big thing. It was maybe just hitting it. But they put in all this work for probably a year or two to make this video. They knew it before. They knew where the direction was going before they made this song and this album.
Green screen technology opened up the world for this. Being able to create your own three-dimensional world.
Keep an eye on the door for me, okay?
Open this up. And you put goggles on, which captures your entire spectrum, your view, right? That's the whole trick. If you don't have the goggles, it doesn't work. It's a blinder in a sense. You're making it so that you're like when you're on your PC. You ever seen those ones where they're driving, but they got the side view screen, they got the, you know, and it's like this 4-screen panel that kind of wraps around, or the curved TV. Because if you just keep curving the TV around, then you're in the TV. If you just keep going. So it's a blinder. You put the blinder on and that's all you can fucking see. That's why it works.
Hey, listen, I want to tap into Walt real quick. Walt.
Sure.
Yeah, can you like just open up a little bit about your James Maynard?
Oh yeah, I want to hear that too.
Look, okay, I spent years thinking he was a guru, thinking his lyrics were tapping into some deep shit. And then I started hearing things in the lower parts of the songs, and I started playing with frequency. I mean, you know, like bass and treble, and suddenly there were voices. And then somebody on a channel started pulling those things out, and it was just fucking nuts, the shit they were saying. And I get that there's a whole lot of joking that they've done throughout their career. I know all about, I mean, his fucking vineyard is called Merkin Vineyards, people. Fuck. Okay, so I get that. But when you are a fan and music is your life, 13 years is a little ridiculous. And then what we got after fucking 13 years, what the fuck, dude? That's the biggest joke that they've played yet. And then we've also got Mr. Carey, who sits on fucking Solomon's fucking seals while he's playing. They're on his kit. I mean, they're definitely not telling us the full story. And I don't see bright, sparkly rainbows there anymore. And it turned into, from this person out front who was this being who was releasing these angers and these pent-up frustrations and screaming at people to wake the fuck up, he turned into this militant figure hiding in the fucking shadows at every concert. I mean, dude, I was at the first Perfect Circle. I mean, the first Tool thing. They basically followed Rage Against the Machine one year because they got pulled from second stage to first stage, and we lucked out and caught them, and it was like, holy shit, this is my new band.
Right.
And it was that from that day on. And then suddenly it just started shifting. The darkness moved in. And,
okay, guess what? Listen.
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine. If you
Fuck Tom Morello. If I didn't say that clearly. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Listen. If you want to go to one of their concerts,
Cuck to the Machine.
7 of their concerts. Met him. I've touched his hand. Thank you.
Listen,
yes, I'm just
hold on. Let me say it. If you want to go to a concert tomorrow, you gotta be vaxxed.
Oh yeah, I know.
Rage Against the Machine. What is this?
What's that, dude? He fucking was bitching about some latest planned event, fake fucking bulletry. And I'm so ashamed of this country right now. What the fuck are we supposed to rage against the machine with? Harsh fucking words? Dude,
the people at the stadium who own the stadium, right? They get paid to make the people who come make them say that they can't come without the thing. So it goes up the ladder.
Well,
yeah, but
But up
listen,
the
if
ladder
you're-
isn't the reason Brandon Boyd said, "Hey, why aren't y'all wearing fucking masks?" Fuck
Are
Brandon
you sure?
fucking Boyd. Yeah, dude. Fuck
Because
all
he's
them
not getting
dudes.
paid without it, right? I mean, if he really is Rage Against the Machine, then he would be honest about not doing it, right? So his shoulders are rubbed. It's all for show. It's all entertainment.
it brings me back to thinking every single one of them that's on your radio and your MTV,
Yes.
and they're all connected. No
They're
matter
all
what they look
connected,
like.
dude. They're
One hand,
every-
in
okay, hold
one
on.
way they feed you, the other one bites you. It's the same person.
Everyone's Bob Dylan, right then?
Yeah, for real. If they're on the radio, go look up some of these rappers that are famous YouTube rappers, but you've never heard one of their songs on the radio.
I'm sorry, go Zach.
It's the people who make the music that you think are putting out the music. It's the person who owns the radio station that
But
puts
dude,
out
these
the music.
guys are saying Dre, Snoop, Cube, all these Biggie, all these old famous rappers. He said every one of these guys got down on their knees and went down a line of people and sucked a bunch of dicks to get where they are.
I heard Tupac,
Like
same thing.
middle of the night, they come and call you. You have to come out to some car, some limo that pulls up, and give some random stranger a blowjob.
Wait,
or
hold
something.
on. Listen.
It's all
For
kinds of
real.
stuff like
Wait,
that.
wait,
though.
wait.
It's
Shoot.
Let Travis
Wait.
go, Travis.
Billing. Hold up. Billing Tano Bear says, "Fuck me. I'll do whatever you tell me." Oh,
Your
that was a
music's
great
awesome.
one.
I'll do it. What is
That
it?
was
Let's
good.
do it.
That was
Look,
good.
it's taken me 3 years to get back to my guitar after I got even sick of fucking Alter Bridge and Mark Tremonti and Miles Kennedy, who are my top tier right now, dude. My top tier.
man.
And they put out a fucking Go Vote album. What the fuck was that?
Oh no.
Go Vote,
Them
the
too?
fucking My Hero
The album was called
shit.
Go Vote?
It was a fucking song about, oh, we need a new hero, and it was right
That's
at fucking
silly.
election time. And I'm like, really, Mark, Miles?
Propaganda.
Everybody has to put out their cocksucking album. It's just part of it. You'll love a band, and suddenly it's like their whole message
They're all
changes, and it's
connected.
like, what the fuck? They have to. It's part of the fucking package.
You sell your
Yeah,
soul,
man.
then you got to do your bid. You got to do your part. They give you the fortune and fame. You got to do what they tell you.
So Walt, I got a question. When you said you were looking into the stuff in the Tool music and you found things in the frequencies and stuff, were you talking about spectro sound analysis, things like this right here?
This kind of stuff. Yes,
You
sir.
can look in. This
Yes,
is the wave file that
already.
we're all familiar with. Wave file sounds looking like this, but look at this. This is
Look at that
also
dark shit.
the
Look at
same thing. There's people that have put faces in stuff like this and
Yep.
create sounds that you can't hear. There's messages encoded in some of this
I
stuff.
should have
and-
known
and-
you would be all over this. That's awesome. Yep.
Yeah, man, I'm familiar with it. Like this could be
Heard a lot
blank
of the
sound.
reverse songs
This could
and
be
things like that.
this. Look at us right here. Like, what is this? This is in the video, but it's not in this. This could be. I can hit play on this right now. We won't. It might be some satanic backwards shit. And this is unaudible.
Backwards stuff.
It could be anything hidden in the spectral analysis of MP3s and
Wow.
music, and it's bizarre.
And I've been
It's
at those
Hove, man.
concerts, screaming those lyrics at the top of my lungs.
And as
The
I said,
lyrics.
So
it's
I've been
not the
caught up in it,
musician.
dude. Caught
It's
up
not
in
the
it.
musician
I
that's
love it.
doing it. It's the people who own the musicians. The musicians sign a
Exactly,
contract with
bro.
someone else.
Exactly. Yes.
Someone
Listen.
owns the whole group of musicians. When you say a
Yeah.
label, you're part of a gang. You're part,
Yeah.
and there's a leader at the top of that gang.
Absolutely.
And you
Listen,
do what
listen.
they
If you
say.
listen, if you think, just even go back to say Nirvana, or I'm going to go back to even Crosby, Stills, Nash, right?
The Beatles.
So listen,
the
listen,
Beatles,
right,
right.
exactly, right. When I sometimes now where I'm at right now, when I hear a song that's like 40, 50 years old, I'm thinking there's no way a fucking 20-year-old is writing that song. That song was not written by him. No way.
I agree to some
That's
songs.
even
I'm
on a
like,
song,
how
that's
are they
not
thinking
off.
of this code? Why are they talking about conscious level stuff? They're talking, these are conscious lyrics, like awake things and coded stuff. And you're like, wait, how old were they? What the fuck? You're like, no. They're part of a group before they're bred like that. They were
Yeah,
fucking
man.
bred into it.
Yeah.
Just
The
like
Beatles,
Disillusioned,
Bob
the-
Dylan. I
just
mean,
like the
name 'em,
perfect circle thing.
Doors.
They know
Sorry.
well in advance. Sorry, I cut I'm all over you, but just a Perfect Circle album I showed a while ago. They knew this stuff was going to get big and in our faces, all this VR stuff, and they put out that video, and people like me watched it, and like some small part of our mind, like, can't wait to see this come, and now it's here, and we like it. Wow, what a surprise!
Something happened to me because when it got here, I was disgusted to know what they're doing with it. Like I said before, when you go into this system of someone else's message, do you understand that there's a patent with light that can change your mind, that can control you? There's already a patent for that. And you want to put these goggles on from someone else's billion-dollar company that says, play games, go to Hawaii, have an experience. Fuck you. You're not taking over my brain. And that's not conspiracy talk. These are real things that are happening.
These are patents. You're right. The LED light bulbs and LED street lamps, everything can be that technology itself can be weaponized. Exactly. Yeah.
Right
so
out.
don't think for a second that I'm not worried about like my game might get an update and it's gonna, or the headset itself will get a firmware update, and now
there's
it's
a certain
flash
level of where that how advanced that can be. I mean, but when you talk about the goggles, we're stepping it up 10 notches from a video game. This is a whole world. You're talking about taking reality and getting rid of it.
It's
so your
deep.
brain doesn't work like that. We're not born like that. Our brains don't function. You know, it's like reversing your brain.
Nobody asked Corey who his celebrity was that was gonna die.
You're right. Thank you.
I said Celine Dion in the chat, and I heard
we missed
crickets.
it. We were all wrapped up in it.
I feel like she's already looking like a corpse. And she don't have too much longer.
I thought they were just ramping her new.
Listen, okay, look, right. So look, I like if you look at Tom Cruise right now, the dude has been totally plastiqued, right? Like what the fuck, dude? You're a guy.
Go look at his first fucking movie. He looked like a goblin.
Listen, okay, but listen. So Netflix just put out something about the Ricardos, Lucille Ball with Nicole Kidman. She fucking doesn't even look like Nicole Kidman. It's kind of like Meg
she looks
Ryan,
like some fat old woman.
like Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan was beautiful. She was a beautiful person, right? But now she's all plastiqued, and Nicole Kidman's the same way.
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, and Goldie Hawn. Exactly, right? It's like, what the fuck? Like, what? What are you trying to do? It's crazy.
On that note, with Lucille Ball, I just read this, and I don't know how true it is, but I was, like I said, doing some research into voice of God weapons, directed energy sound, weaponized technology. And Lucille Ball was said to have been driving out of the MGM studios and making her commute, and she had a tooth filling in her mouth or whatever, and she was literally picking up sounds in the middle of her trip. Like at a certain point, she would get what she considered to be Morse code. And then they later on found out that there was like some Japanese like radio station broadcasting this as a sort of maybe a spy thing going on. So, I mean, like, you know, these people that hear voices and stuff in their head, it's being linked to like tooth fillings and metal objects in our, you know, teeth and our nervous system and our teeth, man. It's so many nerves going on.
It connects to everything up there.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's it.
When I lived in Bayside, Texas, I could be sitting at the table, or the porcelain table, and there's an air conditioner, wall air conditioner, right? Up here. That thing would kick on, and I would hear talk radio from behind me, and I would hear rock and roll from my left. I could stand up, walk 2 feet to the northeast, and I wouldn't hear anything. But the air conditioner would do it. Another house I'd wake up singing Pink Floyd because it was on somewhere, right? And I was
years ago. I remember people putting videos out where they would take like long blades of like grass, almost like hay, near a radio tower, and like go near it. And as they approached it, it would hit like this area in the air, not touching the metal or nothing like that, just in the air where the fucking stalk would start burning off, and you could audibly hear whatever was being broadcast.
Oh, damn.
I'm going to go see if I can find one of those.
I remember I was taking apart a PC speaker. I had the housing of a speaker open and still plugged in and connected, and I had a paperclip. And I was just a kid, and I was probably screwing all kinds of stuff up. But I ended up putting the paperclip at just the right spot, and I could hear a damn baseball station. Clear as day coming through the speaker. I mean, we just don't know how we ourselves are antennas and everything like that.
Oh my God. Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Yeah. So think about graphene and everything and how it's so electromagnetically like conductive and stuff. So we're getting jabbed to be antennas for all kinds of stuff that's been in the air and it's all around us. The Gwen Towers, HARP,
on
whatever.
target there, Hori.
We're still alive. Can you believe it? We are still alive. And there's Cammy. Are you dry?
Was I wet?
Are you dry?
Am I dry? I think I'm dry.
Okay, hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Did I miss some? I mean,
Hot
I've been
tub.
listening every minute. Oh, in the hot tub. Oh. It's like, no, I haven't gotten in the hot tub. I've been listening and strangely enough eating peanut butter sandwiches. Thank you guys. And I was thinking about making
we're
stupid
bad.
chili.
She
We're
went
bad.
for one.
That's Family
She was
Channel.
craving.
But yeah. No, you did the silly songs of childhood. Are you dry? You remember the how dry I am, how wet I'll be if I don't find
Okay.
a place to be.
So anyway, one time when I was a little
I've
kid,
never heard it, but now I
one time
know.
when I was a little kid, I had a bowl of macaroni and cheese, and I had these 2 Pringle chips. I'm just trying to absolutely distract from what was just happening in my
This is the Cleavage Diamond peanut butter chili stream, right?
Yeah. I just snorted.
Something or another.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and there was another time I had my microphone. I was trying to do a voiceover, and I had some issues with sound that I couldn't figure out. There was some static or some noise, and I'm trying to edit my voiceover and going, where is this feedback coming from? And so I enhanced it with my this same exact software I have here. I just took what was barely audible and I just amped it up, and it was a freaking football station, a local AM station, matter of fact. And I'm like, just because my microphone had been wrapped around my steel microphone stand a few times and up and down through this a long wire. I mean, and it was picking up, my microphone was acting as an antenna, a very low grade antenna. It drove me nuts trying to figure out.
Okay, well, hold
Yeah,
on.
you coiled it. You made it a little Helmholtz coil. You made it operate differently if you made some coils on it. Yeah,
apparently
it'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Coiling wire has meaning. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so my question is, Hori, so was that an AM frequency or an FM frequency? Was it getting crossed over, or was it what?
I've put it at AM because I don't hear local high school broadcast on the FM station. I think they reserve that for more your pop, mainstream country music in general stations. This was stuff that I would, if I'm just randomly on the AM station, which is almost never, I'll hear the local stuff. I'll hear stuff that, I don't know, it's just different. That's why I associated it with maybe it's an AM station. But I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong.
AM was like the internet when you were driving late
I know,
at night
right?
back in
Yeah,
the day.
yeah.
Right? I knew Travis would know immediately what I was talking about. Man, you would hear foreign country music.
Yeah, right.
Music from foreign countries, not foreign country music. You would hear people just talking about the nuttiest shit, not just on the awesome when you would finally find the station wherever you were carrying coast to coast with the OG, but yeah, when you would hear other people talking nut stuff or some crazy preacher condemning everybody to hell or just crazy stuff.
It was like that. It even sounded old and staticky, or so the AM stations just generally have this extra static associated with them, as far as I know. But yeah, I don't know. Weird. And we are antennas. It's what are we picking up constantly?
Yeah.
I heard about when I was doing this research last night, there's hundreds of people. They focus on the homeless population, and I think it was San Diego or something. They get these homeless people in a group. They blast them with things to make them change their mood and how they act. They get more angry, blah blah blah, and then they input thoughts in their head to make them sort of want to join up with a certain company. And then once they have these applicants joining up, they targeted, then they think they're in a company, but they're really just being experimented on even more deeply. And this is happening all over the place, according to some of these TIs or targeted individuals. And supposedly this technology can make you literally speak things that it's just coming out of your mouth. They're making your voice box say things. And I put a video, anybody who has me on their Facebook right now, go look at the last video I just put up. It's George W. Bush. And the words that come out of his mouth was supposedly him forgetting his speech. And they use this technology on him at the podium to make him say what is said. And it's something I'm going to paraphrase it, but I gave you the ability to burn all the forests and and destroy your lives. And it's like, wait, what? Excuse me, what did you say? Just go watch that video, and at any point you could take it, just try to take it out of context. The man did not stutter. He said what he said, and it's bizarre. And if they really made him say that with directed energy, oh my God, we're doomed. We're screwed.
What's your Facebook name?
Harry Sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, pull up Harry Sheet. I think you're on there, Travis.
Yeah.
Look at that video.
What's your name, Jermaine? What's your name?
My real name is Devin D. Saint Germain.
What? I'm totally shattered right now.
Why? Because of Saint Germain, or because
because you're not Hori. No, I'm just messing with you.
No, but if y'all ever do, I did some research on who Saint Germain was. There's I
was going to ask you. Yep.
There's two prominent figures associated with that last name. Mm-hmm. One of them seems to be a freaking enigma that's like immortal, has spanned times and hundreds of years.
Homesteading Radio did a show on Saint Germain. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I know the Catholic Saint Germain. There's more than one. I know the Catholic one.
Right. There's a possible crossover.
Saint Arnold is
possible. But then I find out this other guy, Saint Germain, is a supposed ascended master. He's all about purity of the soul and the violet flame and alchemy and reaching people by telepathy to help them like better their lives spiritually. And I'm like, damn, that kind of sounds like my Saint Germain ass. Just saying. And then if you go to YouTube and type in the teachings of Saint Germain, and it's like an 8-hour-long video of his teachings. Oh, I got goosebumps already. I got goosebumps right now because it's like everything that I've been studying and finding out on my own spiritual path and trying to promote to the world. It's unconditional love and purity of the soul. And like, I swear, when I started, I still have to watch the rest of it. I'm only like 5 hours in and I want to start it all over because every single 20 seconds of that video is like profound, beautiful, spiritual information I think everybody needs to hear, whether you're religious or not. It has no real religion aspect to it. It's all about Saint Germain, the teachings of this Saint Germain guy throughout his years.
So what's the channel though? Can you put the?
I'll put a link. I'll put a link.
And link your Max Egan interview there, Trav, if you don't mind.
All right. Yeah.
I could go dig, but I've got about 80 tabs open right now. I'm about
I know, right? I know. I've got all these tabs.
I do that every show, man. It's like, what am I looking for? Oh my God. I like to stop. And then it does. It eventually starts dragging my shit down. So I got to start closing them.
I guess this will make more sense if I say it like this. He calls his stuff his discourses, but it's the I am discourses of Saint Germain. I am discourses of Saint Germain. Yes. Wow. Yeah. And just you won't want to turn it off. Like take it in little strides. Watch an hour today and tomorrow. You'll love it. Everybody will love it.
See, this is one of the problems with having 1,000 things open. Cammy, here's that video of the fire I promised you an hour ago. God. I'll drop it in the chat.
Hey, Walt.
Hey. Yeah.
You'll appreciate this thumbnail that I put up of Max Egan on.
All right, let me get back. Hang on.
We're adding more to your thing while you're clearing some out. We're come on.
And I'm gonna have more. That's why I'm doing this. So I've got to get rid of the old ones so I can make room for all these songs. And
do you work like Kelly Bundy or?
Oh my God, you just don't know. It's a mess.
Does it function in your computer like Kelly Bundy's brain or?
It must.
Do you guys remember that with Married to Children, Kelly Bundy, where she was like on a quiz show and she could learn new facts, but every time she'd add a new fact, she'd have to take an old fact out to make room for it.
Right.
Is it just me, or after 20 minutes of not having the cute girl filter on my face, I actually look normal and not hideous?
I love you. I love you.
It settles in a little, right?
It takes you by storm when I first take it off. It's like, oh, but then I kind of look okay again after about 50 minutes.
You do.
Thank you, Travis.
Yeah. Little uneven mustache hair going on there. In and out a little bit.
I'm not. I kind of. This is how long I haven't done a video for money. That's you can tell by my facial hair how little work I'm getting these days.
So the last link that I just posted is the interview that I did with Max Egan. I think there's a part 2 I think there's a 1.5. So click that link and that'll take you to Red Hen radio.
Right. I was gonna say that's
You
back
did
in the
it,
good old
Max
days.
Eakin, really?
Well, yeah, he's the
Wow.
man.
Yeah.
You're like, wow.
Yeah, it was good.
Ether band. Somebody on the chat in the chat last night was weird. I had anyway, Travis. Never mind. I mean, I was
Oh, I was going to tell you it was about Travis.
Brain fart.
It wasn't Travis. It was there was a girl that was being mean, and I couldn't say anymore, you know. And I was getting with great power comes great responsibility. So she blew
right,
right
Uncle
on out
Dan.
there. I'm
Oh, how
telling
many
you.
times I've heard that when I'm
It's
tripping.
probably Hori. Hori, were you being a mean girl in the chat last night?
No, not
Okay.
it.
Just checking,
Not it.
checking our little,
Hori
you
was
know.
trolling my stream.
That would have been funny as hell.
I wasn't on.
Hori was the mean girl in your chat.
Can't put it past me. You can't. I'll screw with you
can.
like that.
I think you might.
So as much fun as we're having, I think we gotta go ahead and wrap this up and call
Shut
it a
up,
Friday
dude.
night.
No.
I swear.
No.
Hey, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, we're almost hitting 3 hours.
I don't give a shit.
Well, that's great.
Is it really? Is it already 8 o'clock?
We can go to my
man.
channel.
That's
No,
only
no,
2 and a
we're still
half.
good. Isn't there people in the
It's only-
chat? Just go to
it's only
sleep,
10
Josh.
Listen, if you don't have
Your
Take a
computer will
nap.
auto shut down.
Listen, Josh.
Your computer will auto shut up.
If you don't have enough stamina, Josh, then you know, come on.
Right. Go ahead. Finish up.
You were saying?
We'll finish that thought.
Isn't
You might as well walk out
Josh
that
is
door.
sleeping?
You might as well walk out that door.
He must be out of coffee over there.
No, it's 3 hours. You know, he does
Happy
like
sounds good.
Dixie. You know.
I know, buddy. You hungry? You hungry? I'm coming.
I'm a little
He's
hungry.
got to feed his cat.
Somebody's got to put the dicks in Dixie.
That's right.
Oh, Zach.
That was
So much
bad.
for cleavage.
That was
What the heck? This is a family channel, Zachary.
That was
Family channel, Zachary.
Personally attacked.
Zachary Zavala, you took cleavage right off of
What
the
the-
chart
what the
with
hell?
that.
See,
thought Cammy was being
I
nice.
edited myself earlier. I didn't ask Cammy if there might be a fifth C. I didn't go there. You see.
Listen, come on. There's got to be an after show party. Hori, pick this up, bro. Pick
Well,
this
somebody,
up.
whoever picks it up, I want to be picked up where you can actually play music.
I guess I could-
that would be copyright strike. Maybe a private party.
I could go live on my
Private
Flat
party.
Smackers live on my Hori Reloaded channel.
I'll be
and do
there.
Harry,
some
did I forgot to ask you?
risque.
Are we friends on Facebook? I'm assuming we are.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I've seen your stuff, your Truther Hour comedy come across. I don't know if I've added you as a friend or if you're in one
I'm
of the
Mike
groups that
LeBrash
I
on
see.
Facebook, though.
I think I got you.
Yeah.
Hell, I may not have.
I'm the one that does all the memes and shit.
Well, look, I think I have you. I have one of your accounts. I'm pretty sure.
There you go. Then you know who I am. if you're talking about multiple.
I have my Microwave LeBrash 2. Oh no, I don't have you added. I got you now. But
And then
I see your stuff. Are you Cockamamie something?
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, you're friends with me on that one. Yeah, that's
that
how
one too.
me and you associate on that one so far.
Okay. Because I only use that one when I'm in jail, but that's basically every time I'm out of jail, I'm back in.
Yeah, I got you on both now.
All right, cool, bro.
But yeah, if you guys wanted to pick it up, Allison, if it's easier for you, go ahead. If not, you guys can just pull up Flat Smackers Live. And
maybe I can get you on my show.
I don't know how to add you guys in like a Zoom though. Like I'd have to set up my stream to host Zoom. I guess it's not terribly hard. It's not hard.
It's not hard.
See,
You have to pay for like that second subscription one.
So listen, everybody here, if I can pander, okay, listen, if I can pander for subscriptions to my Red Hen Radio subscription, right? So
Red Hair Cunt?
No, stop.
That was such a good show earlier.
Just the RHC.
No, Red Hen Radio. Not RHC, RHH. Again, listen. Shush.
You're talking.
Wouldn't it be RHR?
Shush. if you click that link, please subscribe. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Thank you.
I'll add on that. Pop over to THC Truthers Hour Comedy. Throw a subscribe up there. Our show starts Sunday night at 7 p.m. We're going to be talking about VR, AR, augmented reality, and green screen technology and how easy it is to fool everybody. Catch us there.
Nice.
Good stuff, bro.
Josh, do you still have that paper? That NASA paper?
Do I still have the NASA paper?
The one with the augmented reality and training and all that stuff?
Oh, yes. I want to know about it.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That'd be a good one for them to go digging through.
I do.
That's what I like to call it, too. I like to dig. Just get in the
Yeah,
gravy.
drop that bad boy. I know I have it, but I don't want to go look for it either.
Harry, you want to come on Sunday? And talk about that.
Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Yeah.
Are you talking to me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Harry.
Oh, yeah. I get called 3 different names. It's either Devin, Harry, or Hori, and I'm slow to react to each one of them at this point. Yeah, I mean, dude, you hit me up on Facebook, just message me and be like, yo, we're going live, and give me like an hour or two's notice, because I
Sunday
wake
at 7. Sunday at 7.
times. I should be up at 7 p.m.
I'll message you, though.
Should
message me.
That's a good show, because we were just talking about it, and it sounds like you got some stuff on it.
Oh yeah, I can show what I have with VR while you're
Absolutely.
talking about it. And,
Absolutely.
Stream share and stuff. Yeah.
I was loving listening to what you were saying. While we were talking earlier.
What
Yeah,
channel
I've
and what time of
researched it
day will that
a
be,
lot.
sir? If you
We'll
don't
link
mind
up, dude.
sharing.
7 p.m., Walt.
Jesus, Walt.
7 p.m. Sunday.
Like what?
Sunday.
There you go.
Oh, it's been a while since you did the monster truck voice. I love that.
Well, I'm out of here, everybody. Thanks for having me on Iron Realm Media.
Thank you, Travis.
Mike, peace out, bro.
Dude, if you don't get a
Nice to
date
meet you,
behind
Travis.
this fucking appearance, I don't know what to do.
Love all you guys.
Love you, man.
Cammy, love you. Walt.
Take care, Travis. Good talking
Thank you,
to
Mike.
you.
Oh, Cammy, much love to all of you. Please,
Thank you,
much
thank you.
love.
Oh, much love.
Zach.
Love you,
always.
Trav. Mike, take
Stay
care,
safe,
brother.
Mike.
Love
Thank
ya.
you. Stay high.
Bye, Cammy. Bye,
Love
Travis.
y'all.
Bye, Josh. Bye, Harry.
Hori.
Happy not
chat.
New
Love
Year.
y'all.
Happy not New
See you,
Year.
Ori,
Mike.
thank you so much.
Thanks for coming to hang out. Appreciate
Hey,
it.
no problem. Thank
Where'd
you guys.
fucking Allie
Love being
go?
here.
Allie.
Hi,
Allie.
Jitterbug.
She ran across the street to get rocks.
I know.
Sorry, Allie.
We're gonna miss her again.
I've been
She'll
there.
come back and be sad.
Everybody be quiet.
There she is in the chat.
Oh, is she in chat? Okay.
Yeah, she chatted.
Said, love
I'm
you
not
guys.
looking at
Love you
chat.
too.
I'm back. Love you, Allie. Thank you.
Peace out, yo.
Sorry, I'm busy looking for the
Alright.
paper.
That
Trying to
was
get that
There
paper.
it
fun.
is. That beautiful smiley face. Thank you, lady.
Oh, thanks for showing up now.
Well, I was.
Hey, you know what would be really interesting? Look, guys, we got to tap into this, right? So there are YouTube reaction videos where individual people react to videos or movies they've never seen before. But if we think about the entire panel right now, watching a movie that maybe most of them have never seen, man, that would generate a really broad audience. And so, like, if you think about The Matrix 4, okay, look, to be honest, I've only seen the first movie. I cannot get past the second one. I have tried, I would say 5 times to watch the second Matrix, and I'm like, fuck this. The first movie blew my mind. The second one, I'm like, yeah, I can't do this.
Matt's done 2 videos on it already. Problem Conscious. He's done. I mean, so is Logan. Logan's done 2 videos on it. The 4th one.
My
Seen
Like
that one
Mystery
yet.
Science
I don't
Theater
know.
with us. Mystery
Yeah.
Science Theater with
Anyway.
us.
Yeah, I would love to do some riffing. I love it, brother. I'm all about it.
I know. Listen,
Josh is
look.
on
So
board.
look. Okay. So I'm sorry for like totally hogging right now. Like, so I've gotten loaded and watched.
I know. I remember.
Dazed and Confused. I watched Dazed and Confused, totally loaded, and I loved that movie. I was like, this is an amazing movie because a lot of the cinematography was so subtle, but I was like watching it and it was like 3D. I was like, holy fuck, I'm totally watching this and I'm getting what they're doing with the photography. So like anyway, I think it would be a really, really interesting adventure to do like a reaction video with a couple of people like doing that for the first time, but on a panel rather than a single channel per se.
One guy in a corner.
So you want to find a bunch of movie buffs getting together and critique a movie that none of them have seen?
Yeah.
Yeesh. You're going to have a hard time finding a decent movie that none of these
it's gonna
movie
be a
buffs
hard
have
movie
seen?
to find, buddy, for most of us.
Okay, but listen. Okay. So look. So let's think about.
But I'm willing to suspend my memory of a movie.
Yeah,
to get the right flowers.
Well, yeah. Sure. Right. I get that. No, I totally get that. So you can't always recreate your first time experience, but
which is a drag.
Yeah. But I think that would be a really interesting adventure.
But in VR, you can't. I'm sorry.
I can see the reflection of my screen in the window here, right behind me.
That's infinity. Be careful. Don't.
That's infinity.
Don't
wow. Yeah.
You know, that's what LSD did that to me my first time. Is I saw through around everything, walking around with an 8x10 glass.
That was my favorite thing about getting my hair cut as a kid was the infinity mirrors.
Got my hair cut just the other day.
Years and years and years and years and years and years.
Yeah, it's been quite a few for me as well.
I love you guys. I'm gonna go back that way to wipe a layer of muck off me.
Are you on this for us? Are you about the movie? So you're ready? You're part of that?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm about it.
I mean,
I know I'm about it. That's two.
Danny does the Saturday night movie Smurf Girl on Travis' channel, right?
Exactly. I remember Travis' movie nights very well.
First one is no gore for me. First one is Allison rated, so it's not gross gory. Okay. He did that
as long as it's not anything made in the last 15 years, it shouldn't be gore porn. That's only.
No, but there's just just like these
in the 80s, it was quaint. It was quaint gore. It was cute.
Quaint.
Well, that explains why
heads exploding and fake arms being sawed off. It wasn't.
What's that?
That's why Allison.
Oh, Rob Bottin, you silly man. All right,
I know why Allison doesn't watch my VR streams now.
That's right. No, I think I told you that.
Yeah, I know you did.
And even though that wasn't your intent, your mood still too violent for me, man. That's I'm here to bring the peace.
Just a little beheading here and there.
You have to know how to do that. I'm glad that you'll have my back with your sword. I won't have to do it.
You're damn right.
When you would kick people and they just go flying up into the air. Like,
it never gets old. Now that I can use my real freaking foot, I can't head stomping in VR. It's great, man.
See that to me though is because it's look how happy you are about it.
I know I'm a sick master.
Well, what's the line between is it real or not? If you know what I mean.
It's a psychopath simulator, I'll tell you.
And you want to
that was a great.
We can put you on the behavior panel then when you're doing
that. Was a good
You know where we can do a movie night? No problem.
Yeah, what? Tell me.
Telegram.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can go onto the Iron Realm Media. I can just throw a movie up and we can watch it on Telegram, and people can just hop on the live chat and we can all sit there and watch this movie through Telegram.
Oh my God.
Can we do this though? Our faces and stuff?
What about Facebook Watch? Isn't that the same sort of thing? I think people host
Not gonna.
like that.
I think Facebook Watch will come and get you for a copyright strike.
Yeah, but that's a thing. Facebook Watch TV movies. Like, why would they do that? I don't know.
So
I think
what's-
it becomes different when you have a council of people talking about it.
Okay, hold on real quick, right? So Hori's question is apropos, but what is the one thing that will disqualify you? Do you have to
Make money on it.
hold on. Do you have to obscure the video? Do you have to obscure the audio? What do you have to tweak enough?
Offering commentary, I believe. That's what in most cases stops you from getting copyright strikes. If I perform poi to mainstream music, if I put on there, I don't own this music, it's entertainment only, I'm not making money, they will take my dispute and immediately put it back online. But that's all I know. I could be wrong with the movie watching thing I said, but I know I get away with what I do.
We have to go
that
like public domain shit, like literally that far back.
Oh, that's cool.
That's boring.
Well,
it's not necessarily. There's some epic, classic.
Since it came public domain.
Okay, so Walt, start the ball rolling,
Let
bro.
me look. I'm gonna find something. Hang on.
Yeah, start the ball rolling, bro.
Josh is still here.
It's not New Year's yet. We're still here, bro.
I know.
Face says it all.
9:20 Eastern Standard Time.
8:17 here. Oh my goodness gracious! See, time and wow, it was just 2 hours ago. I was telling you about 6:17. Follow me since I was born. And when I was in the hospital with the snake bite, looked at the clock. 6:17. When $617 is the fine for failing to appear in Williamson County Court for displaying out of date registration. I got a right to an overnight and just to see what that was about. Because I'm calling my dad, dude, man. Synchronicities, y'all. Oh. Cat Scratch Fever. My sister had that album.
I got the hiccups.
The irony. Hang on a second. I have something to show you guys.
Oh my gosh, I have the hiccups.
There is a channel called Public Domain Fucking Movie. And there are quite a few interesting things on here. Carnival of Souls, fucking, that's like Misty right there.
Yeah, right. Candy. Is Candy on there?
So yeah, it could be. They're not actually in a alphabetical order
in the
here.
search up there.
Let's see. You're making me do stuff now. Candy.
Okay, you guys, are you ready?
Oh, no, not that one. Not that search bar.
Cammy's
The
still
one.
here.
The one.
Hey, Cammy.
You see where it says
I
about?
found it.
I'm still here, and I have a prayer answered. So far, so good. I just went on to.
Is that the fifth C?
Oops.
This is what I got.
What is it, 1930, 1934?
Here we go.
Human bondage? What the fuck? What the fuck is that?
Young man
A
finds
young
himself
man finds
attracted to a cold and unfettering waitress who may
Oh, damn it. I
ultimately
didn't mean to
something.
click it. I'm sorry. Let me go.
Oh,
here.
this
There we
is
go.
RKO radio? Wow.
Would they remake it 3 different times? 2 different times?
Leslie Howard, Betty Davis, and
She's
Francis
got Betty
Day.
Davis eyes. You know what's so funny was...
Look at the globe.
I wasn't even an accident yet when this was filmed.
Before any pictures of it?
Your
They could figure
parents
that out?
weren't even an accident, bro.
You might be right.
Betty Davis
All right,
ball
anyway,
gag.
you get the idea. So it is doable. Really easy. We just have to go on that and figure out a movie and call it day and a night and an app to go upon that we can all be here and be cool together with the cool kids. I'm coming, guys. I promise. Yeah, I gotta go feed this mad crew before I get cat scratch fever again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Cat scratch fever.
So, Zach,
Yes.
you can hear me. I was just on the U.S. fire maps, and it looks like the house that we had our wedding at is 7 houses away from all the ones that burned.
Oh, that's...
They drew a little line, and it's got like 7 houses, and then once you get to that, it's crazy. But they look like there's 7 houses from where they officially drew the burned down line. This is the my brother's house. He's no longer there, but it's the house that Bob and I did get married in over 20 years ago and used the backyard garden and gazebo and everything. And it was in the fire zone, and it looks like it might still be standing, and they didn't think so this morning. So that's good news.
That is good news. All right, then.
Okay, go ahead.
Nope, you go right ahead, Travis. Let's finish this up.
All I was going to say
Look,
was...
he's chomping to get the fuck out of here.
He's like, guys, I want to go to bed. Just go away. You want me to
But
tell
yeah,
the story?
just
you go right ahead.
Okay, so just real quick. So where my grandmother lives is in the foothills of Southern California in Ventura County. There is probably a 30-foot section on the 2-lane road that is just melted like a swath of like electromagnetic frequency, whatever, like this beam shot across the road. So back in 2018, there was a massive fire in that area, and they had to be evacuated. But on the road, like not even, I would say probably 300 yards or 100 yards. I would say like less than a quarter mile. There's this section, like fucking, it's in the road. You drive across it, you can see it, you can feel it. There's this section of the road that's melted. And if you looked up to the trees, the pepper trees on the right, those pepper trees are burned. The pepper trees on the north side and the right side, not burned. Fucking crazy. Crazy.
That's crazy. Where are they at again? Ventura?
Ventura
Santa
County?
Paula. Yeah, Ventura County. Santa Paula. Yeah. Absolutely mind-blowing to me.
You got to burn all those people out so you can get those high-speed rails going the length of California.
I don't know, bro. And there's nothing there, bro. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
It's all about that.
Somebody owns that land. Yeah. Somebody's getting burned out until the state comes through, does some eminent domain for safety reasons.
Right.
All right, then. Let's bounce out of this bitch. We will see you all next month.
Yes. Next
Love y'all.
month. Thank you, guys. Happy
Peace
January
out,
Fool's Day
everybody.
to anyone that's there.
Josh.
Love y'all.
Harry.
It was good to
Zach,
be back.
Cammy. Everybody.
Thanks for hanging out, Travis. It's always a pleasure having you on.
Travis. Thank you.
Happy New Year to those, and
you,
see you next year.
Much love, lovelies.
Love you,
Oh,
lady.
man. Corey,
God,
you're
that's
awesome,
sexy.
bro.
God, I don't know if I'm on that.
Then there's that creepy shit.
All right. Love y'all.
Love you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. If you celebrate the new year, then happy that too. Otherwise, we'll see you back here next week. Have yourselves a good weekend. Be good, be well. We love you. Bye-bye.
You gotta have that filter, man. What the hell is it? I can't find it.
Vintage Posh.